going?
Potentially.
It's going?
We'll see.
You're
Oh,
live.
can we be heard?
Hey.
Hi, chat.
Guys, I have low latency on today. Just as a treat.
The redhead combo we've been waiting for.
Yes! I'm a fraud. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, so am I.
We're frauds.
I mean, I just don't go out in the sun enough. When it sun bleaches, it turns red anyways, but I dye it because I don't want to go outside. I'm a FNAF fan. I don't touch grass.
Right. There was literally a nervous breakdown that I was going to film outside in my yard just to be like, hey guys, today I'm touching grass.
Oh my goodness.
And the only thing that stopped me was a wasp's nest. I was like, nope.
Absolutely not. Grass is haunted.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. I was like, look, frankly, I could deal with my neighbors coming out and seeing me and being confused about what I'm doing because I know they'll mind their own business, but like I could not handle bugs that hurt me.
The bugs will not mind their own business.
Yeah,
you
those
have
bugs
been
that
warned.
There's one of those bugs that just does not mind their own business. Hi, everybody.
Was it the red ones?
Yes. No, I swear I changed the sound.
Memberships.
Okay, just BKZ, thank you so much for 20 memberships. I think, turn the sound off because you guys hate the membership sound. But thank you for 20. They'll still show up on screen. How exciting.
Is it that bad? I forgot I'm like semi-transparent. That's my fault. I was given a fixed version by my artist. That's my own self that did that.
It's just the way that it is. I guess Stream Elements is in the chat telling me who became a sponsor.
I was seeing that.
I did not turn that on. No.
I don't think that's what that's called, Stream Elements.
Yeah, Stream Elements is quite confused. I hope it doesn't come up 20 times. That is a lot. Well, now I don't know what the chat is saying.
I think it gave up partway through.
Yeah, well, it's probably
fine.
Oh, wait. She didn't turn that setting on. What are we doing? Get out of here. Okay. I'm going to do intro now. We got immediately sidetracked. But thank you, everybody, for popping in. I'm going to say hi to the people who were here early. Game Slayer, Theory Chum, Clavis, Funny Caddy, Jan, Tarian, Crosscore, Balls Frog, I saw you in the charity stream. You were a big dono. Thank you so much. Go Fish Yourself, Scarly, Genki. Oh no, Genki was just gifted. You're not here. You don't count. Okay, Silly Sammy. Okay, I think I got most of everybody. If I didn't get you, say something in the chat and then I will. But today we are here. I'm very laggy. Something has happened. But
everyone's getting in here before Theory Chum. That's what's happening.
That's what
there goes Stream Elements again.
Go Fish Yourself. Okay, I have to close some things. I don't know what's going on, but everything just got very slow. I blame Stream Elements.
I don't know. Is that on your end? Or yeah, turn Stream Elements off. Just kill it.
Kill it.
Kill the bot.
I mean, I didn't turn it on, frankly, so I genuinely don't know how to kill it because I don't even know where it is. Like, I don't have that in my settings over here.
Okay. I'll look up how to kill Stream Elements real quick.
How to murder Stream Elements. But today we're here with Mamakado, and we are talking about her theory, the Mimic. I can put the user in timeout. I can just... Stream Elements, you're in timeout.
Timeout, Stream Elements.
Just go away. But yeah, okay. I've closed all the non-essentials at this point. You guys let me know if it's terribly laggy. Because it looked laggy on my end.
It looked laggy on mine too.
Yeah, it was gnarly. It's looking a little bit better. It's not perfect. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, Go Fish Yourself, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. If you guys get me back up to too many members again, we're going to have to make a serious call about me showing every single membership at the beginning of my videos. Because, wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
Well, and the thing is, I can't find a way to find a list of only the non-gifteds. Or I would just do that and be like, look, if you were gifted a membership, you don't count. You didn't financially contribute. Suffering from success. So true, Road Grunty. Okay, the other thing I need to pull up is the questions that I got. Oh, thank you. From folks in the Discord and on my channel page. Oh, Theory. Toast and Ciabatta are pulling their weight today. Thank you for the 20. Okay. I made a thread just for you, Mamakato.
Oh my goodness. And you did this secretly, because I'm going to be real. I've not checked your Discord today.
Well, you probably check it more than I do. Aw, man. Okay. Let's hope that I don't get all laggy again, because that was not cute. Okay. I also asked on the community page for people who are not in the Discord.
I did see that one.
You did see that one. Which more people responded to, quite frankly. So.
Yeah, my phone told on you.
So, I wasn't trying to do it secretly, frankly. But now that the memberships have happened, and I'm very appreciative of them, Mamakato, would you like to briefly summarize the haunted mimic theory?
Yeah, I got you. Mimic's haunted.
Okay, thank you. That was a very good summary. Honestly, I don't know really what more we need. Guess. Who's haunting the mimic? Guess. You know what I mean? I will give you one guess. Who you
Actually,
think...
it's been nervous this entire time. She's haunting the mimic.
Yo. I do parrot. I'm ending the poll so that we have our first round of results. And we'll see if this changes by the end of the stream. But for right now...
I see you. Any of them will work. I genuinely do not care which pronouns you use.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No pronouns. Any pronouns. Not no pronouns. Don't use no pronouns. That's annoying. Refer to you in the third person.
That's a lot of typing.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so right now, most people agree, and the second most amount of people are just uninformed. So we only have.
I'm right. I've always been right.
That's right. So we really don't even need to do this, frankly. We've got.
All right, we're done. Good stream, guys.
That was really easy. Refer to me. No.
Please don't do this, Frog. Don't do this. You're my mod. You're supposed to behave.
Behave. All right. Well, would you like me to give a less brief summary, or would you like to give us a jumping off point here for those who have not seen the video, though they should just watch it, frankly. Oh, you should just
you watch the video. You know what? We'll wait. We'll wait 30 minutes. Come back when you're just...
Yeah, don't be stupid. Go watch it. It's in the
But actually, it's that David loved the mimic so much, and he was close enough to it because their yard is like super tiny, that he just kind of haunted it when he got hit by that truck or car. Van? It was a van.
It was a moving vehicle.
I bet it had free candy on the side.
Honestly...
I bet my artist rendition was perfect.
Honestly, what if the thing that we're seeing at the beginning of the trailer isn't us pulling up to retrieve the mimic, but us pulling up to hit David?
No. No, if we hit David...
If we have to watch
in Secret of the Mimic, I will riot.
Don't let me see see that. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I've been working on trying to not be see-through for a moment here. We'll see if that worked. Maybe I did it. I promise I'm not a ghost, you guys.
I promise I'm not a cat.
That I can't promise.
That I can Mama Gato can promise, not a ghost. Cannot promise, not a cat. That is a
If you
mystery.
say I'm not a cat, my partner will argue with you.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Now that you're not transparent, you can lie to us. So that's good news.
Woo.
But yeah, so the one thing I did see somebody ask, which I think is a fair enough question, is if David died far away-ish from the mimic, how does his soul possess it? And I have my own thoughts on that, but I'll let you speak first since it is your theory.
Absolutely. So there's actually a couple of things with this. One of them is honestly just the whole thing with the crying child. Like, we know Bro went to the hospital. We know Bro was not left in that suit.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? That is still haunted. Am I allowed to cuss here? I so almost did.
You may curse. I would.
I'll try not to,
I was
but I
gonna say, like,
cannot
if
promise.
it slips out, it slips out for me. My audience knows. We're okay. The idea is that I try not to, because I don't want anyone who's listening without headphones to be accosted by a family member.
That's so real.
But
Yeah,
no,
so we
Kato
do.
cursing. You're gonna get timed out.
Oh no! Don't time me out. Mods, kill that guy. So.
Okay. But yeah, crying
I'm
child
sorry,
is.
I can't with all the cats in boxes that are happening right now.
That's the secret.
So
That's Jackie.
we have evidence that ghosts can haunt things they're connected to from quite far away already.
Mm-hmm.
However, the mimic wasn't that far away from David. It was already like downstairs on the bottom level of the factory on the work table. And it's pointed out very specifically that they do not have a proper yard. They have a teeny tiny gravel lot, and then it's just highway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So honestly, that accident wasn't far away.
Yeah, and I would fully agree with that assessment, and I also believe that Tales from the Pizzaplex has shown us that spirits can travel too. So I think we have enough with I don't remember the story, but the one where the little kid doesn't know that he's I don't remember the name of the story, but the one where the kid doesn't know he's dead and he spends the whole story not aware. And it's not until he finds his body that he understands that, oh, I'm dead. So I think that I think there's enough to kind of push that aside as like strong evidence that that's not possible. I think it's pretty possible for the spirit to get to the mimic. And I feel like if it was going to go to anything, it would go right to the mimic, personally.
Absolutely. I mean, the mimic was not just his best friend, but his only friend. Like, that's kind of pointed out that his dad is kind of weirded out about this robot he built being his kid's only friend.
Yeah, I wonder whose fault that is.
Yeah, I wonder who caused that.
I wonder whose responsibility it would be to socialize their child. I'm stumped on that one. I don't know.
Wild.
But I think also, okay, I want to say this. The reason that I really, 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 really wanted to talk to Mama Kato about this is because I was also, we were chatting and you you showed me an absolutely cursed diagram.
Oh no.
And you were like, you're never going to guess what this is. And I was reading it and I was like, oh, I think I know what this means. And I think it's like exactly what I'm writing about right now. And it was because I have a theory coming out next Friday talking about how I think or hope that the franchise is marrying the old and the new FNAF worlds, where we're finally kind of
FNAF
getting.
World? Did you mean the best FNAF game?
I always do. I always do. Charlie, it was yours. It was your math
That's okay.
problem.
It's all right. It's not Glue Victim, Charlie. You can still make the Glue Victim video.
We're
Chat,
not.
tell Charlie to work on the videos.
Please, glue victim win. But no, that it was that math problem looking one. But I was like, oh my gosh, how exciting, how exciting, how exciting. Because I was going to be talking about this in my theory. So Mamakato saved me a lot of time because now I didn't have to write all that. I just have a section in my video where I'm going, and I would have to sit here and talk to you about this, but I don't. Instead, I'm just going to point to your video and be like, my work here's done. So that saved me a lot. So I appreciate you for that. And one of the things that I found while I was searching was from the Mimic story, and this is a preview of my upcoming video. So I don't know, entertain them, Mamakato, while I try to find this. I have the wrong story open.
Wait, you have the wrong one. That's so real.
Well,
okay.
The Internet Archive just has all the files at once, and so I have to get to the right one, and they're not in order.
That's real. All right, chat. I expect a full rewrite of Jackie's box to go along with the line that was written by, I believe, what the 911 a few minutes ago. That was, my name is the freaking Meow Mick. I need the full rewrite of that. Chat. Okay, so that's your assignment for today's class.
Yeah, put it in the Discord. Jeez Louise, dude, I'm losing it.
Jingle some keys. I absolutely would, but I'm keeping my noise canceling on because there is a 4-year-old in the other room. Luckily, this one's not unsupervised, nor is it supervised by a robot.
Yes.
So we're good. There's 3 other adults in here. Can I ask, where's Edwin's family? Where's Fiona's family? Where are their families? Where are their parents, their grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles? Anyone, please?
Yeah, where are the people? Why is everybody just a dad and an amount of children? How are these people procreating? Okay, I found it.
My goodness, I think Theory Chum's gonna make the Meow Mick remix.
Please, please, please.
Where is my yarn? Dude, it's so sad, Ruby Baby. Like, oh my goodness. Because when you think about him haunting the Mimic, that means that he experiences, like, dying. And then he goes up, he tries to, like, hold his comfort item, and his dad, like, rips it away from him, all angry and upset. And then he, like, tries to go ask his dad for ice cream after being ignored for 2 weeks, presumably, because it says that he spends 2 weeks in a fugue state. And then his dad beats the heck out of him with a lead pipe. I'm freaking can't.
It's not okay what he does to that robot, even if it wasn't haunted. Okay, hold on. I covered us up, but I'm gonna fix it. You know what?
I am a ghost.
There you go. But, like, guys, hello? I feel like you don't even have to read the rest of the
Mimic story.
There we go. Wait, hold on. I can fix this. This is all we need.
Evan, Chris, Dave, Andrew, Oswald, Cassidy, Crying Child, Afton, Henry, Andrew Schmidt.
This is all we need. Look at that. That's the first line of the Mimic. I rest my case, frankly. I don't understand how no one's ever said this. I'm sorry. Hello, Father. Can you hear me? I'm a ghost. But I mean, like...
It says goat.
Oh, it says goat. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't be a goat. That's just not cute.
I believe he is referred to as a kid, which would be a baby goat.
What? Oh my god.
Do we have another
really
theory on our
misunderstood
hands?
the story. Edwin is a very different character.
I am a car.
I am a car. Could you imagine? We're gonna like Christine
Oh my
situation
goodness!
on our.
It's just like in the novel trilogy, where the Charlie bot, the fourth Charlie bot, has the memories of both killing Elizabeth and being killed by Elizabeth, but it's David in the van.
He just. He's like, I remember. I remember an impact, a bump. That's true. A lovely gay cat. Fiona is the canonically dead mother. Which is great because we don't have to theorize about her owning Fazbear Entertainment. David Van. No! We're skewing people the wrong direction. They're all gonna think
No, man, no. I'm still on David Goat.
True. Are we...
I might have to change my mind. I think I might believe David Goat.
Just is a goat?
Yeah, he's just a goat.
It would
And
be
that doesn't negate haunted mimic. It's just the mimic's now haunted by a goat named David.
I love that. I love that for us. Okay, I'm taking the line off the screen, but I think that's like, frankly, a good point. It's in bold. It's the very first thing that we hear or see.
It is. It's genuinely.
I'm not
literally
saying,
a ghost.
I'm not saying like that's the hardest evidence we have, but I am saying that it's not nothing.
It was blatant.
Get out of here. I am this close to timing you out for that.
Y'all cannot. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because you can't give me a chat this silly and not expect me to encourage them.
I mean, do as you must.
If David is a kid, he's a kid, meaning he's a goat. And goats are frequently known as billies. And in Urdu, billy means cat. And if David is the mimic, that means he is the meow mic.
Oh my god. You've got your premise.
Make that video. Snake Master 245.
You have got 3 days and some change to get it up by April 1st.
You can do it.
And
you can do it.
Frankly, it's not going to require a whole lot of brain cells. So.
Frog says Snake Master no. Mamakato says Snake Master yes.
Yeah, we're not. Honestly, if you can.
The April Fool's video, we're starting over.
Please.
Hey, Jaxolotl, that's basically been the whole stream. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right. So that was Theory Chum's question that I asked earlier about the proximity. And we did answer it.
We did.
The next question is long.
I will say, I saw a whole bunch of people in chat mentioning Alone Together.
Okay.
At that point as well.
And
I just wanted to call that out. That's all. I just wanted to call that out. I did see you guys.
Yeah. And you talk about that in your video, right? Is that the one you talk about?
No, I talk about the real Jake.
The real Jake, okay.
I talk about the crying child haunting Fredbear, or the Fredbear plush. And I talk about Charlie haunting the puppet. Because I just decided I'm going to pick 3, because if I talk about all of them, we'll be here for literally hours.
So true.
I'm not.
Oh no. It's me. I opened up a new tab.
Trying to make a dual process length video about Fredbear plush is a CIA experiment? Theory Chum, I need you to explain.
What?
Are we dead? Are we gone?
I'm worried.
No, you were just really still for a second on stream.
Well, my computer started freezing again because it hates when I have Google Chrome open while I'm streaming, so I'm trying to close it, but it's struggling. Delete.
If you open Task Manager, it'll get scared and it'll close.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. But it's stressed, man. It is stressed. It just happens to me sometimes. And
You think we'll see Jeremy Fitzgerald show up in the FNAF movie too? I hope so.
there better be. If they don't do one, it will have been a missed opportunity. It says I'm using all of my CPU right now, and I just don't see that being a possibility, but it's saying it. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't sound crazy or look crazy. But yeah, I think that
I
if
always look crazy.
if they don't reference Jeremy Fitzgerald, I think we'll riot. Okay.
I want to see how cursed the merry-go-round is IRL.
Please. Give
Oh
me
my
the
goodness, I
chicken
love
horse.
that.
What is it?
You know, we've been running in circles trying to make the Meowmic happen, but like, we didn't have to. What form does the freaking Storyteller take, you guys?
Guys.
Yo, that's literally a cat.
Yo, we tried too hard. This is what FNAF community would do, is have a tiger on standby and go into a whole diatribe about goats and foreign language translations.
Urdu. It was Urdu.
Urdu. I was like, it was some very uncommon. Jeremy Fritz Smith Gerald. Okay. So let me get through this second thing that Frederick Fazbear has asked on Discord real quick about Alone Together, because there it is. Okay. In Alone Together, they mention that ghosts don't know they're dead until they find their body. And that was what I was mentioning earlier. If David never realized he was dead and was possessing the mimic regardless, then he actually would have just thought his dad beat him half to death, which is immensely tragic. True.
That's literally what happened, though. Like, that's genuinely what occurred.
Unfortunately, even, again, like I said, even if the mimic isn't possessed, that's still kind of what happened. Because
honestly,
the mimic is like the embodiment of everything David was. All that was left at the end of the day. Okay. The question needs some setup. I'm currently in the mind that the game version is different from the books. I think what is likely in the games... I think what's likely is in the games, Edwin is successful in his own business, so he never needs to sell to Fazbear. Hence the factory looking
he's
nice.
A contractor.
He is a contractor, yeah. Hence the factory looking nice in the games, and that Afton might have really contracted Edwin to develop the mimic technology for the fun times. That would be very early.
That would be very early.
And Edwin, just to put it, and then Edwin just put it into the mimic for David. And the story plays out as usual. So already working on this kind of technology for the fun times for William Afton, which I will say I don't think tracks because Afton Robotics is not Fazbear Entertainment. IMO.
I would be more likely to see Edwin having some sort of deal with William Afton, actually. I would be more keen on that than him having a deal with Henry. And that's because of the similarities that we see between Dolly the nurse and the Funtime animatronics. The Funtime animatronics, because they look very similar.
Yes.
Like, everything in Circus Babies looks kind of like Dolly, from the faceplates to the way the arms are put together.
And Funtime Freddy looks like Helper. Since now Helper precurses Funtime Freddy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another thought I had that kind of goes along with what you were saying with the books and the games Diverging, is that in the books, Edwin sells the manor and keeps the factory and converts part of the factory into a living space. So I was actually talking to Crashmaster, because Crashmaster is a big fan of parallel universes and how they work. And we were thinking, what if kind of the diverging point between these two stories is actually whether he sells the manor or the factory. Perhaps in the games, he
Oh.
keeps the manor, sells the factory, and refurbishes parts of the manor to produce bots instead of the other way around.
That would make him a better parent.
It would make him a better parent.
I think I like that because exactly the factory's in the background in the puzzle too. So it's almost like showing us like, ooh, the manor is this front and center kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last part of this, because like they said, the question has set up. If Afton or Fazbear are responsible in some part for the creation of the mimic, do you think it would make the story more or less tragic? It would still ultimately be Edwin's fault, but not his own creation. And it would also tie the story more into Afton, which Steelwool might be interested in, seeing as the mimic is mimicking Afton currently.
I think it would be less tragic if they were responsible for its creation. But what I could see instead, to tie William Afton into it, is if Afton wants to contract him, goes in, sees everything, notices David's robot friend, notices how it responds, how it acts, how it's so attached to David, in the same way he notices how Henry is able to breathe life into animatronics, I believe is how he phrases it in the books.
Yeah.
And wants that. And then he hits David with a van.
Honestly, I have thought about this so much. I was like, how unlikely or likely is it that William Afton killed David?
I just found a good reason. I just found a good reason for William Afton to be driving the van, you guys. Be proud of me.
I just think, honestly, there's a part of me that's like, I don't even know if he's meaning to do it. I think that something takes over William when he sees a kid on a road.
Honestly, he just can't handle it.
He just did a little and just kept on riding.
No, here's the reason I think William probably wasn't driving the van.
Yeah.
It's because in the story you hear the screech of brakes. I don't think William would have hit the brakes.
William would have been, a child. Oh. I'm just saying, I don't think it's impossible that he did it. I'm just like, if there's a dead kid, there's a William Afton somewhere. Totally excited about it.
But no, I think because in the story, there's the van hits David, and Edwin is being pulled away from moving David so quickly that I think it has to have been the driver of the van.
Yeah.
And I don't think that would have been how William Afton reacted in that situation. I just can't see it.
That's so valid. Also, Charlie said plus 500 points.
Yeah.
Dying. Oh.
Plot twist, William's possessed.
Well, yeah, William's possessed in a different way. You know what I mean? Like he's possessed by a desire, by trauma or something. All right. Here's another
Willie possesses the car.
Well, William bought Christine the car.
A lovely gay cat, you're so right.
William driving the van into David, he would do what my parents do at yellow lights. Absolutely floor it. Yeah. Have you seen the movie Christine? Or have you heard of the movie Christine?
I haven't.
Okay, it is a movie about a possessed car. Or a killer car.
Oh, we love a possessed car.
So, like, there is a canonical killer car in
It's giving the Woman in White episode of Supernatural.
I've never seen Supernatural. Don't be mad at me.
Oh, I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
I do highly recommend the first 5 seasons. After that, it falls off.
Fair enough. The gas pedal talks to him like the Green Goblin mask guy. Dead.
I love the vibe of your chat. How do I get this in my chat?
They're incredible. Go over to Mamakado's channel and subscribe right now. And then when Mamakato uploads or goes live, get in there. Be active. Bring your energy.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but Christine is a killer car, and it's like if you've ever seen a Herbie movie, the
Yes,
it's
Herbie.
it's like horror Herbie,
Oh,
where
we love that.
it kind of literally does possess the owner, very similarly to like what the chat is talking about. It's very like if William Afton got a hold of Christine, then I could like this is exactly how it would go. The car starts messing with your mind and like making you psychotic. But I will leave the
Michael
rest up to the
Hassler.
movie. But
I see what you're saying, and if you're not, I want you to go look at somebody who I know is actually going to release a video on this soon. Their name is Sir Cypher. They will answer your questions.
there you
All your
go.
questions about that.
There you go. I'm still of the mind that if Cassie's dad is a character we've seen in the past, he's Help Wanted 1 Jeremy. Personally. And I think Help Wanted 1 Jeremy did not die. I think he just got moved around.
Moved around.
Moved around. You know, I mean, like, to be abundantly clear, they, like, for all of what Fazbear Entertainment was, they don't just, like, fire people who have clearly done something wrong. They just move them around. Like, I don't know.
Won't die.
Exactly, Snake. Okay, so another question.
He cut his face off. I really don't think he cut his face off, dude. I really don't.
I don't think like the is it ID's Fantasy who's talked about this?
Yeah.
I'm like I'm so of the mind. I'm like, yes, the mask is what we see. It's not necessarily that like there's just like a face off moment going on here where someone has I mean like I think that there was probably some damage done. But I don't think I don't think it was like a full face slice.
Mm.
I've also, I mean, has anyone in here ever actually seen a guillotine paper cutter?
I have. I've used them.
They don't.
You would be hard pressed to slice
Thank
thine
you.
face off.
Thank you. I was like, you could do some slicing. I don't think you could do that, frankly, from my experience.
There are people, kitty girl, who believe that Bonnie Bro is Jeremy Fitzgerald, is Jeremy from Help Wanted, is Cassie's dad, is the Help Wanted 2-player character.
Yep.
Like, there are people who believe all of those are the same person.
Yeah, I just don't think so. Here's another question. From Withered Circle, fellow theorist.
Ooh.
Do you agree that modern FNAF is straying away from possession for a reason? And maybe that's why the mimic isn't possessed.
No, I don't.
I'm no, not to hard know you.
Well, I had more.
No, I'm just saying, I'm like, that's me. But yes, go ahead.
So Steel Wool, especially in like the J-Top interview with John from FNAF, they seem like they really respect the roots of the series. And so I don't believe that the second they get a hold of it, they're moving fully away from the paranormal. I don't see that happening. I think they want to incorporate the paranormal, but maybe they're not as practiced, or they want to do it in a different way than how Scott showed it to us.
Oh my gosh, Scott watched Chopping Mall one time and made it his whole personality. That's sending me. Yeah, I can't. There's so many things that I don't want to say because I am going to talk about them literally next week, but I have I've come to a similar conclusion because personally, if you don't know about me, I believe that Remnant is like a really big component of modern FNAF, and I don't think that's possible without possession of some kind.
Yeah.
Like, that's me. Like, the scooper exists. I mean, unless they're going to retcon what the scooper is and does, which would absolutely drive me crazy, I just think that there's probably some kind of haunting elements in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Mm.
And if there's
I'm
not,
with it. Also, speaking of the scooper, that actually has a fairly large part to play in the video that I've been editing. I've got about 20% of that video left
that's
to edit.
exciting.
So that'll be out in just like a couple of days here.
Previews. Another perfect reason to subscribe to Mamakato and turn all those bell notifications on.
Yeah, ring that bell.
Not personalized, okay? YouTube doesn't know what you want. All,
You know what you want.
all notifications.
We know what you want.
Exactly. They're hardly going to send them out anyway. You might as well just turn all of them on.
Honestly.
I will get notifications about people's videos weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, was that necessary? Ooh, Angel Theory, good question. Like, is there another zombie like Mike, if you will?
Not exactly a zombie.
Ooh. Ooh.
But I'll tell you what, it does involve Gregory.
Ooh.
That's all I'll say. I can't say any more about it.
Okay. Okay. Just a light question from Sudarican. We know the Scott games are we know the Scott games are canon, but are they literal?
Okay, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah. I was like, if you need me to elaborate, I mean, I'm just reading a question.
Yeah. All right. I do.
Okay.
I do think that they are canon and literal.
And literal.
I do believe those events happened.
Yeah. I'm of two minds depending on what happened with the indie game developer in the games. Because we know what happens to the indie game developer in the books, but that does not mean that they are the same indie game developer.
Well, Scott kind of shut down the idea that the indie game developer was supposed to be him anyways, pretty immediately when people came out saying it.
Yeah.
People were like, this is Scott. Oh my goodness. That means that Scott's like canon to the games. Da, da, da. And Scott came out and was like, no, it's not me. It's just a joke. We thought it was funny because I'm an indie game developer.
And he made the games IRL. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the joke was right there.
Honestly.
69 viewers. Congratulations, guys.
Oh my goodness, we hit the funny number?
We hit the funny number. We were actually above the funny number, so we only hit the funny number because people dipped. But I don't care.
Good, we didn't need those people.
Yeah, those people weren't the funny numbers, so forget it.
Exactly.
But that was a good question. It depends. Like I said, it depends on how much information the game developer had, because the one in the books, who for all intents and purposes may or may not be literally the same one as the games, whatever you believe is what you believe.
It's not.
All valid.
I can prove it.
We know nothing, frankly.
I know everything. Speak for yourself.
You got it. Sorry. I take it all back.
I'm actually Scott Cawthon.
Oh crap! We have not done a face reveal. You could very well be Scott Cawthon.
I am Scott Cawthon with a voice changer.
Guys, oh my gosh, I would actually live. I would actually live if Scott Cawthon was also making theories about his games.
That would be amazing.
I would live.
Scott desperately making theories with a voice changer on a faceless YouTube channel. Like, guys, please look. This is the lore.
I need a Scott VTuber era now.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, Golden Productions with $5 super chat and a question. I was just seeing a video by Fazbear Entertainment arguing that Charlie was last to die. Have you seen this video? Thoughts? Opened my mind on the topic. I didn't get to finish it because it's a long video, but I've started it.
I will say, my mind has always kind of been open to that. I think ghosts can hang out for a while, but I'll actually tell you, I do think Charlie Emily is literally in the chat right now.
Yeah, we actually have.
Oh, she might be able to answer that question for you.
The
hey,
primary
Charlie.
Source.
Charlie, are you still in chat? Can you tell us, were you killed first, last, in the middle?
I feel like we are like on a Ouija board.
Like, okay.
Charlie,
There's
if you
Charlie.
are in
Charlie, are
chat,
you there?
Charlie, if you are in chat, y'all, I'm like 70% sure I wasn't last. No, hold on. You gotta be
You know what?
100%.
You know what? Dying, I mean, I feel like that could kind of cloud your memories for a while.
We know that it can.
Hmm.
Ooh, $5 more super chat from Golden Productions. Thank you again. If you haven't seen the theory, the too long didn't read is Charlie dies last, but Puppet is possessed first, where everything that we know of happens after she dies. Interesting.
I want you to know Charlie just called you out for ghost-splaining.
Oh, me? Why do I get canceled every time I do a collab stream? I cannot win with you people. Sorry. Sorry, Charlie. My bad.
Gal with the Plan 5, Scott's on HRT because I'm literally Scott Cawthon.
I mean, sorry. Not sorry.
Draw Momocado as Scott Cawthon. Obviously.
Why are you asking? Are you not entertained? But yeah, to get back on topic, really do love the idea of possessed mimic. I don't think it has to be that way for things to happen in the world of Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think it has to, but I think with the 1979 is when Secret of the Mimic takes place, I think putting a haunt that early in the Freddy's world would potentially, and this is a little bit of a spoiler for my video, would potentially solve the question of how in the world does William get the idea to do the things he does.
Honestly.
You know what I mean?
I think that there's kind of two potentialities for Secret of the Mimic's player character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's either William Afton breaking in to steal basically Edwin's trade secrets, or it's Edwin breaking in because he's realized how dangerous the things he's made could be.
So again, this is a spoiler for my video next week, but I'm going to throw it in because I don't explain this in my video. I kind of just do a little sprinkling, which I do sometimes in my videos, where there's some things where I'm like, this isn't necessary to tell my story, but I would love for somebody to pick up on it and run with it. What if Tales from the Pizzaplex is telling us what happened, but not when it happened? And that's what Secret of the Mimic is. Instead of him breaking into the Storyteller and finding the Mimic, he's breaking back into his manor and finding the Mimic.
Yeah, and that would kind of go back to what we were talking about earlier with whether Edwin... Every time I join your stream, I will enter with chaos. It's perfect. Whether Edwin sold the manor or the factory, and then what occurs afterwards. In both cases, we would then have Edwin breaking in to something to get at the Mimic.
Mm-hmm. But ultimately, objectively failing. Yeah. Because we know that...
Well, we don't actually know for sure what effect Edwin had on the Mimic as a whole, especially if it's haunted, if he went in there and apologized.
Yes, but I just mean like he would ultimately fail at stopping Fazbear Entertainment from implementing the Mimic in some form or fashion, because we do know that it ends up in the belly of the Pizzaplex.
Yeah. You know what, I've just realized I actually got properly burned earlier. I got popped by grease.
How do you just now realize that didn't hurt when it happened?
Oh, it hurt. I just didn't realize it was going to blister. I've got a blister on my forehead.
Oh, no. Not on your forehead.
Yeah, it's my forehead.
You're going to accidentally
It would have been in
touch
my
that so
eyes
many
if I didn't have glasses.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, thank heavens for poor eyesight saving Saving
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
day.
be honest, guys. If you cook bacon and if you're not already blind and you cook bacon, get safety glasses. Like, good grief.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I think that's sound advice. I think we should be doing more, what is it called? PPE in the kitchen.
Yeah, honestly.
Golden Productions, thank you for the $2 super chat. Kinda hate the idea of the mimic, just mimic generally. Girl. The only thing that would make me like the mimic is if Mamakato is right, and so Mamakato is right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's lame if it's just AI.
Yeah. I just can't. Like you even say it, like one of the bits in Mamakato's video is like our villains are an AI.
An AI. An AI. An AI. A person being controlled by an AI.
It's just like when you stack it up like that, it's like, oh Jesus.
Well,
It's
what are you doing?
that sucks. I hate that. Do you think William Afton was haunting the mimic during the FNAF SC? But after FNAF, what is SC? Am I stupid? Don't answer.
I was about to say.
But am I stupid? What is? Why can't I decipher SC? Okay, I'm copying and
It means
pasting
Scott
this.
Coffin.
Oh wait, what? Oh, during like that era. During
Wait, hold on. I don't know. I forgot the question.
do you think William Afton was haunting the mimic during the FNAF SC, but after FNAF SC, he's not haunting the mimic because if you look at Burntrap's eyes are purple and the mimic's eyes are orange. Sister Clocation, get out of here.
Security cleach.
I know, that's what I kept saying. I was like, huh? No. I don't think William Afton was ever haunting the mimic.
Secret of the Mimic.
Sister Chloe.
Rootney Cleave. How did we get to Cloaca?
I don't, because it starts with C.
Oh, Sister Cloaca. I see it.
I can't.
I understand how that happened.
Ah, yes, Cloaca.
But also, don't out yourself like that. Either you're a nerd. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna say that.
Anyway.
Scrying child.
Scrying child. Honestly, actually, hold on. Scrying child works. Because
Charlie, stop.
what? Adult theory.
No.
We're not going there.
I'm putting my foot down.
Good.
No.
That was your foot.
Screen Clafton. Yeah, actually, fun fact, every time I take a step, you actually just hear my voice going, no. That's how it sounds when I walk.
Oh. Honestly, based. Susie Cassidy. FNAF Susie Cassidy. I can't. Okay. Does anybody else hate how much information we're given about Susie for seemingly no good reason?
No real reason. Well, no. She was the first. She has seen everything.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, and? Okay, I'm listening. No, that's all you have to say? All right. All right, girl. Like, why is she missing her beak? I don't know. Why is she important? Like, she's one of the few girls, but again, she dies just like every other one.
Hey, there's Fazbear Entertainment in the chat. What's up?
Hey, we answered your question.
All right, so
earlier.
we need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Fazbear Entertainment. We need to talk about this fun little thing called OSHA. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna your shady
Because
business practices because I'm sick of it.
I think that perhaps you're not aware of OSHA.
You're willfully ignorant or just fully ignorant?
Be honest, did you kill David on purpose?
Be so for real. But I do want to point out that because of Hyperdroid and Mamakato first, if we're going to be serious about
Mamakato first almost sounds like a FNAF theory. Like,
this is my theory that you said this first, and I can prove it by using time as my metric.
killing David is part of the hiring process.
It's like hazing. If you're gonna work for Fazbear Entertainment, you either have to have a dead child or kill a kid.
Oh my goodness.
But if Crying Child's name is Dave, do we have 2 Davids in the franchise? Or does this disprove Evad?
Nah, there's 2 Daves.
Cause you're right 100%
Well,
of
one's
the time.
David and one's Dave. I'm always right.
So I mean, for David supremacy.
4 David? Hold on, where's the 4th David? Oh my gosh, 4 closets. It's all David. It's David's all the way down.
Everything's David.
Everything is David.
Vengeful Spirit is David. The Crying Child is David. The Mimic is David. And David is David.
And William Afton is David.
Oh, crap. Why is William Afton David?
Hey, Raven.
Hi.
It's because in the novels, that's the fake name, is Dave.
Oh, right. Duh. I'm stupid.
That's honestly part of my evidence for Crying Child being Dave, I'm not gonna lie. Is that Scott reuses names all the freaking time.
But, like, also the fact that he
Scott knows about 10 nains, and that's
his,
it.
like, fake name. Do you know what I mean? Because we, like, geez Louise, what is wrong with me? Because, okay, Fritz Smith, right? Am I getting this right?
Oh, I scratched it. I scratched the blister.
I told you were going to. I was like, you're going to scratch
Yeah,
that.
you did. You called it.
I was like, you were going to touch that on accident. That is not a good place for a blister because you can't see it all, like, in general. And it's going to be out of sight, out of mind. You're going to touch it and remember.
We must have DVAD.
What? I missed something.
I'm allowing it, Golden Productions.
DVAD. But yeah, the fact that Book Afton chooses Dave as his like name to go back and be in disguise, I think that's pretty. Like if Dave was just the name of somebody in the story, I don't think it would be as powerful. Did you just call me anxious? What are we doing?
That's amazing.
Do you think the Mimic is projecting David's negative behaviors onto Glamrock Freddy and Chica in the Tales books?
I don't think David eats trash.
You don't know what David does.
I don't think David eats trash.
He's not getting his ice cream.
He's not, but like.
No, I do understand.
He eats cereal.
I think, personally,
She's sometimes anxious.
Look.
I'm making that parody account right now.
Let me check my resting heart rate because it was 120 earlier today, and I was like, "You gotta do some deep breathing into him before we can move forward with the day." We're at 77.
No, that's so real.
So we're okay right now.
That's pretty good.
David is a kid. He could totally be eating trash. Come now.
Dude, he's not eating trash.
I don't think he's
David
eating.
is so smart
David
for a 4-year-old. And also,
But what if he's a goat? If he's a goat? If he's a goat? If he's a goat?
Wait a minute. Oh my goodness.
If he's a freaking goat, he eats trash.
Frog, what is wrong with you?
Checkmate.
Frog in chat, I licked rust as a kid.
Hey.
Frog, I think you had perhaps an iron deficiency.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna tell you something.
That's called pica.
And it's not normal.
It's typically due to having some sort of vitamin or mineral deficiency.
I already forgot the question. Did I answer it? Oh,
I also forgot the question. Someone remind us. What was the question?
It was does David eat trash?
Oh.
No, it was does is the Mimic projecting those negative emotions onto the others? And this is not in my theory, so I think I feel comfortable saying this.
Girl, is your friend Charlie Emily?
What?
Kitty Girl
Oh.
said my friend eats paper and soap. And I happen to also have a friend who has drank soap and eaten paper. Chewing rocks is crazy.
Drinking? No, actually, chewing rocks is not crazy. That it's a delicacy in I don't want to say the wrong place. Thailand? There is a
Nah, I don't think this is the delicacy rock. I think this is like gravel from the driveway.
fair enough, yeah. Don't just eat
Frog,
gravel.
please stop
Season
eating
it.
Febreze.
Kitty girl, I'm so sorry. It's been a month. Okay, the question was that, and I am saying that I actually think that the reason that the animatronics are getting all discombobulated is because of the remnant uh infecting them, not because of the mimic, personally. You got an ad on AI? Report it. Get it out of here. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, what was the question? That threw me. I don't know why.
It's okay. The question is is the mimic's influence what is causing the extreme behaviors of the other animatronics? Because in the Tails story, it does cause that. Theoretically.
Yeah, so we are shown a virus.
Mm-hmm.
We are physically shown a virus.
Yes.
In the games.
Mm-hmm.
So I would hazard that it's more likely the virus than anything else. Now, whether the virus originates from some haunted circuit board or the mimic itself,
Klex, it is a safe space. You can chew rocks. Just be careful.
No, what I'm worried about is your freaking teeth.
Yeah. We just don't want you to hurt yourself.
As long as you are gently chewing the rocks, or perhaps chewing rocks that are softer than your teeth.
Yeah. Maybe just some pop rocks.
Yeah, or make rock candy.
I was gonna literally say.
That's a really, really fun science experiment that you can literally do in your kitchen.
You can do it, and they also have, if fish tank gravel is your vice,
just buy some Nerds candy.
Nerds is a really great alternative, and then also they have chocolate that is
oh, I've seen those.
Yeah,
the chocolate rocks.
Yeah, they have chocolate that is like shaped. It is a rock.
It genuinely looks like gravel.
It looks and it feels like. I mean, not that I would know what gravel feels like in my mouth.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Out yourself. Out yourself.
I swear, it's not me. I was like, I started to say it, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?" But like the urge to eat the gravel is what the fish tank rocks is what got me to buy that. So we gotta grab.
I gotta know why what the 911 knows what insulation tastes like.
Okay, look, chat. You know that this is a safe space, and you know that I care about your
which
mental
insulation?
well-being.
There are types of insulation. There's like foam insulation that like comes out of a spray can, like that expanding foam. There's styrofoam sheets of insulation, and there is fiberglass.
And none of them are food. Let me make something abundantly
None of them are
clear.
food. But Frog, I would not be surprised if my husband was eating paint chips right now. I'm not gonna lie. But please, if you want to eat fiberglass insulation, don't. They make edible packing peanuts made out of cornstarch. But if you want to eat fiberglass insulation, just get some cotton candy.
And if you want to know where in Mamakado's theory we discuss, or that you discuss the edibility of different types of wall, you'll just have to watch the whole thing and get to that part.
Absolutely.
And comment when you find it. When you get to the part and Mamagano's theory, where they are referencing the drywall, you have to put a comment in and say that you found it, and with a timestamp.
Yep.
That's the only way we'll know that you're okay. I don't know what Karen Reed trial is. Is this FNAF related?
It doesn't sound FNAF related.
It
sounds like something that honestly shouldn't be discussed on a funny FNAF video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm acknowledging the $2, but I don't think we're talking about that.
Real life crime, Frog says. Frog would know. Frog is the only reason I know about anything happening. I'm gonna be so for real. I'm so disconnected.
Fair. I mean, sometimes I have to disconnect sometimes, or else.
Yeah, you just die if you don't. Eventually, I think your heart stops.
I may very well go into cardiac arrest. So I appreciate the $2, but that's as far as I will go with that. Somebody did also suggest.
Charlie tells me about the funny crimes, and Frog tells me about the sad ones.
Aw. Somebody did mention what cotton candy is an alternative.
Yeah, I said cotton candy instead of fiberglass insulation. Yeah. Please.
She's always in cardiac arrest, you know?
And I will tell you, if you want to eat packing peanuts, they literally make edible ones that are made of cornstarch. You can eat packing peanuts if you get the right kind.
The human innovation of allowing us to feast upon the forbidden fruits, so to speak, means we don't need to put our lives at risk to experience the textures.
A screen protector?
A screen protector?
Honestly, instead of a screen protector, just get those little breath freshener sheets.
I had the same thought. I had the same fully the same thought. Do that. And for you paper goobers out there too. They do make
my paper. Thoughts on the 2007 financial crisis is that I was a child.
It hurt my family.
Why is this held for review? Charlie, why is YouTube watching you specifically so hard?
What did it say?
It says the primal urge to put everything ever into our mouths, and I don't know why that's held.
Sometimes it'll tell me that, and I'll just be like, I'm so
sorry. As for entertainment, I think it's either William Afton or Edwin. I'm leaning Edwin. Feel free to try to change my mind.
And I pointed out to Mamakato, because you had said that in the game description that's now on Steam, they say you will find what you most fear. And people have been interpreting that like the mimic would know your fear and like emulate it. And I'm like, I don't think the mimic knows that. Like how?
No, I think Edwin's greatest fear is facing what he caused.
Exactly. I think that is
It literally shows him having full panic attacks just at the side of the white tiger head in the Pizzaplex.
And tell me that would not be a good game mechanic.
Oh, that would be sick.
Tell me it wouldn't be a good game mechanic to be like, you have to control your heart rate while you're in here. And that's like a way.
Yeah, because he has heart problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a whole thing. He has his little breathing exercises he has to do.
And if we get into the VR and the tables are really tall, that's how we'll also know. Because Edwin.
If we get into VR and the tables are taller than us, I will riot.
Because Edwin's short.
He's not that short.
But could you imagine?
I would die.
I would live. Oh. You wouldn't doubt it if the mimic killed David? Oh, like game timeline. Different.
Oh, like maybe accidentally.
Like they were playing Rip My Arms Off.
No, I'm talking like because it's an older place. It's got a bunch of old stuff in it. Who's to say there's not like one of those old freaky refrigerators that kids suffocated in and they play hide and seek? Like,
honestly, if we find a tiny skeleton in the manor, woof. Isn't Edwin explicitly missing though? How would they call Edwin? Okay, Snake Master.
Well, no, we don't have to be getting that directly from like a higher up to us. Because people will have died in this place already. Theoretically, there will be like recordings and stuff scattered around. I
Yes.
hope there are like tape recordings or journals or
Please.
something we can find, like just like in the second part of the Mimic where they literally find the tape recorders.
I'm gonna
Like,
say,
I want that mechanic.
yeah, I do want to say thank you, Burb Doc, for the £2. Eat as many walls
Yeah.
as you can. It's good for you.
The government the
they
government
stopped.
stopped
They
them.
stopped Burb. The
Oh
government
no,
got Burb.
they got Burb.
Holy crap! And then thank you, Golden Productions, for 20 gifted memberships. Very, very kind of you.
See, look, Fazbear Entertainment in the chat right now. Pre-recorded message to everyone sent to die.
Boom.
And can we talk about how Fazbear Entertainment
Burb.
themselves have just acknowledged that they sent them to die on purpose?
I mean,
That, you just admitted to wrongdoing, Fazbear Entertainment.
woof. You better have some good lawyers.
That's a strange noise. I almost hear something kind of metallic outside, like tapping on the wall. Oh my!
Guys, I think we're alone. Let's all... I don't know what do we do? Do we clap? how do we get Barbacana back?
Clap is crazy!
I immediately went musical theater brain. I was like, I don't know, in Peter Pan they clap. I don't...
It's amazing.
I was like, if you had stayed, you know, mysteriously disappeared for a little bit longer, I may have gotten some people to subscribe to you. The other thing I was gonna say, to the point of the message and like, oh, but we were sent there. I'm gonna remind you all how like every FNAF game works. The messages are for not us. Like, objectively, often in FNAF, we are not the person, like, who is supposed to be just doing the job normally. We are someone there with a secret agenda of some kind. In Pizzeria Simulator, that job was not meant for us. You know, we go undercover as multiple security guards as Michael, theoretically. I know that's not proven, but only stinky people work for Fazbear. So true.
I'm Scott Cawthon, and I'll let you know right now. It's always been Michael.
Boom. Thank you, Scott.
You remember 4 games, 1 story?
Boom.
What that means.
It means I made one protagonist, and I stopped right there.
I only know 10 different names.
Yeah, truly. No, really, though. Actually. Can we talk about how someone else should be in charge of
naming characters?
We've got to let it go. Thank you so much, Golden Production, for another 20 gifted memberships. You're so kind. Look at that. I've lost the chat.
It was actually all Michael Afton in the Charlie bots.
Oh my goodness, what the what said 4 Michaels, 1 story. Mike Clone stonks up.
There's so many memberships.
I
This
know.
is wild.
I know. We lose. It's really funny on my screen because it doesn't say what happened. It's just their names. Scott Cawthon reuses names like Steam developers reuse assets. Ooh. Great question, Balls Frog. Thank you for the $5. If you could fist fight an animatronic, which one would you choose?
Edie.
Fair. Fair. An animatronic. Like, quite frankly, like, seems like a
I actually
stupid
disagree,
thing to do.
Fazbear Entertainment, because I think that you're actually lying to the people you're sending in to Murray's Manor and saying that it's your stuff when he was just a contractor and you have no rights to anything in there.
And also, like, you definitely don't have rights to the Mimic. You know what I mean? Like, that was not a thing he was making for you.
Frog wants to fight Balloon Boy.
Fair enough. I'm really trying hard to think because...
One time Freddy's Bonnie hand might be easier than Balloon Boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like, who could I actually punch and it would make a difference because they're metal. Hmm. I don't have a good answer for this.
I just want to punch Dee Dee.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. But they're saying fist fight, which makes me think that there's a back and forth. Dee Dee wouldn't have good punches, though. Could Dee Dee even punch?
I don't think so. I don't think those arms move except for like that little
Egg.
wobble.
Egg. I want fist fight Egg Baby.
You want to fist fight Is Egg Baby considered an animatronic?
What is it if it's not?
It's a data archive.
Okay. Then Lemonade. Lemonade Clown.
Mm,
Just cause.
not a bad pick.
I'm just saying, like, the smile, it's a little much.
A little?
I'm just like, is it Lemonade Guy? Secrets we're not telling? I think maybe
The
he
mini
needs...
Renas, that's a good one.
That's
Would win.
Yeah, that's a good answer. We do get to throw them around.
Yeah, if you can yeet it, you can definitely punch it to death.
That's right. Nightmare Own, you need to find out who is behind. What? Like, who is Nightmare Own?
Well, it depends on how fast you are with the 911.
I frankly do not believe anywhere that FNAF is 911 is operating.
Yeah, we were asked an animatronic also, so if you pick Mini Rena, it's just one.
Yeah, you punch that one to death,
A
and then like
single Mini Rena.
20 more are like, yo, that was absolutely not cool.
That was uncalled for. If you can yeet it, you can beat it.
Jeez Louise.
I want you guys to know. I don't know if anyone else followed Bonk Boy on Twitter before the move to Blue Sky and saw the YouTube poop style content that was on that profile. But the word Biddy Babs just gets me to that little remix of J-Top saying Biddy Babs in that one video from Twitter.
I forgot about the Biddy Babs. Ooh,
You would kick a mini Music Man.
Yo, how do we feel about it seeming like Edwin is responsible for a number of the little guys that we see in Pizzeria Simulator?
I'm with it. No, they're in the auction stuff because all of his shit's getting auctioned off.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they pulled it all. Like,
he's gone.
It's kind of like the perfect way to say, like, oh, why was all this stuff available for us to purchase? If Fazbear Entertainment was auctioning it off because it's all Edwin stuff, I'm like, that kind of tracks.
Sounds like something they'd do.
Because now it seems like he's involved with the Mediocre Melodies, too. Based on the screenshots we have.
Or at least the original concepts.
Right.
If not directly.
The blueprints. Because we are finding blueprints in Secret of the Mimic. I think that's one of the things on the Steam page.
I love blueprints.
And I'm
still obsessed with that one Indo blueprint that's above the sticky note room next to that weird old-timey like war radio looking thing.
It is
like, what is that?
Highly detailed.
And why is it so high res?
Yeah. They're clearly trying to get us to understand that the Indos that are being used for the glam rocks are important. Like, there is something very significant about them.
But why the war radio?
I don't know about the war radio. I don't know. They're selling the technology to the defense people. Or Edwin is a veteran.
I'm sorry, I got so zoned out on would you rather fight a Music Man-sized Mini Rena or 1,000 Mini Rena-sized Music Men?
Okay, but like, don't you love the little Music Men from Ruin?
They're so freaking cute.
I love them. They have a little band. They're just a little couple of guys. I don't know. I
They're just
love
some
them.
guys.
I'm just like, leave them alone. They
I
just
mean,
follow
I'll leave them alone
sound.
if they leave me alone.
Fair enough. But they just follow sound. Like, you just, there, go over there.
A
And I'm
thousand
gonna
of
go
them
over
would
here.
not be cute.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to fight 1,000 anything, frankly.
What if there's no mothers because in that parallel universe the women went to war instead of the men? But what war happened at the correct time for
In the
that?
70s, though. Like, before everything. Maybe the Cold War was a little less
Not cold.
theoretical. Yeah.
It was a little warmer.
It was a hot war.
A hot war is crazy.
The Great Phas War. I was an animatronic apocalypse, quite frankly.
It could be in 79. I think it's gonna be in 79. I don't think they would tease us with that date.
Yeah, I think that's valid. I was very against it to begin with, but I've gotten over it.
It's because you know the Mimic's haunted now, and that just kind of fixes everything.
It really does make me like the Mimic. It's the only thing. And if they don't
Oh, the Great
it,
Bear War. Of course, Jaxolotl.
oh, right.
That's why the bears are extinct.
We know about the Bear War.
It's like the Emu War, except we win this one.
Do you think David getting hit by the car wasn't an accident? Because in the trailer we see a poster that says "Don't be late for work." Oh no. No.
No.
No. No. Though it's interesting that you point that out, "Don't be late for work," implying Edwin had employees.
Yeah. Although in a universe where he was like more successful, he would, right?
Right. Yeah, Fazbear.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like I'm at this point now where I'm like understanding that that we can. Okay, if you didn't watch my last video, I'm now of the mind of Tails' blueprint, and that maybe things were
What does that mean?
like Tails.
Is
Okay,
that just another name for parallels?
I don't like saying parallels but sure, because to me parallels implies it doesn't matter. But yeah, but okay, but I liked the person in describing it as a blueprint because the idea was that Scott wrote this outline of like these things need to happen, and he gave that to the Scholastic authors, and also gave that to Steelwool, the blueprint.
Yeah, and then they took the basic plot points and made them happen.
Or however detailed Scott was. Like, we don't know exactly
what parallels would be. I always thought that was kind of what parallels meant.
The problem I have with, okay, this is a me thing, and this doesn't have to be an everybody thing. The problem I have with parallels is I use parallels in Tales already to explain things going on in the games that are not.
Yeah, there's a lot of meanings for parallel.
Yeah, like, so for me, I'm like, when I am saying parallels, when I am using that phrasing, I am saying,
I use it for narrative parallels a lot.
Yeah, that I'm saying like there's a character who's not in the games at all, and and they are following a story that happens in the games.
Yeah. Well, when I talk about narrative parallels, you can have a narrative parallel of a character to itself. You can have parallels of two characters that are in the same story.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll say it like this. Like, for me, the parallels apply to stories that I don't think are so directly connected to like what Scott would have given people as a blueprint. So I think the blueprint is...
No, I'm here for changing the language to blueprint because then people won't immediately think I'm talking about whether or not the books are canon anytime I say the word parallel.
Yeah. frankly. But yeah, I mean, I can over explain it into oblivion, but I use parallels as a phrase, as a device differently than when I am talking specifically about Edwin and the Mimic and Gregory. Those vibes. Those feel more to me.
Honestly, can we always drop parallels as a theory name?
Yeah, we should just stop.
Just never say the word parallels as the name of a theory again. Change all of them. Pick a different word.
Why do we need it? Another question that was asked, and by some people in chat and in the community post, was, and I think the person, theory, I think you were being a little bit facetious, but I still want to talk about it, is whether or not Andrew is a part of the game timeline.
See, the issue, right, is that I don't have strong feelings either way, and either thing you say is gonna make people angry with you. So I lean. I wouldn't say I'm very sure either way, but I lean towards no.
Yeah, I do too. Them introducing Monty Gator as a character as far back as Secret of the Mimic makes me go, okay. Because before, when Monty was like a new character, I was like, that doesn't say anything towards Andrew because this is obviously way different time. But
I like collinear. Burb Doc, I like that.
Collinear. Is that just a synonym?
I think so.
I'm like, But yeah, I don't, frankly.
It's a more fun word to me.
Yeah, collinear. Plus, it's a little bit more, you have to think about it for a second, so people may have to take a pause before they immediately get reactive.
They have to stop and do a quick Google search. What the hell does collinear
before
mean?
you say something crazy. Is it possible it's not Monty, or at least Monty under a different name? The only reason, Klexmix, thank you for your question. The only reason I don't think that it's a different character is because of the Monty backstory we get in the Ruin ride. Dark Ride.
Yeah, Montgomery is a very like kind of southern name as well, because there's like Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes.
It's a place.
And he's very Bayou, Louisiana coded.
I mean, I guess it could be Monty's dad.
Yeah? Is that what you think?
It could be.
It's surely not his mom, I'll tell you that.
Because what I'm imagining, right, is if, you know, I don't know. I'm imagining like a weird backstory for Monty where he's got these like very set in their ways, very like, we want to stay here and have our simple little life and play our banjo in the banjo? Our banjo.
Our banjo in the bio.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, Mom and Dad, I want to be a rock star.
I want to sing on a big stage. I want to see my name in lights.
Exactly.
I could be a star. Monty Gator goes through a Pearl.
We've already seen something about Roxy. It's literally the Silver Wolf.
Yeah,
from,
Roxy's a twisted
and
one.
And from Toy Chica's high school years.
That's why she has anger issues. Because she's twisted. She's just a twisted little gal. Yeah, Evan, I love giving a parental structure to the animatronics. Like, they actually canonically have parents. And, like, after so many years, they're like, well, we can't use this character because he's old.
I love that.
To give him a kid. But I genuinely, like, because of that Dark Ride, I really do think it's the same. I don't think it's the quote-unquote same character, if you will. But I do believe, just like Freddy has a number of iterations, right?
It's the same. I'm gonna let you make a call on that held for review message.
I'm not getting the held for review messages, if I can be quite honest. And I have all chat
Really?
on. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. So I'm shocked that you can. I don't.
I am seeing them.
Okay, well.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of this.
Okay. I was like, it's not okay. I was looking. Oh wait, what?
No, I do not start reading this out loud.
Okay. Yeah, won't do it. What if I just did immediately? Just
I would have died. That would have been so funny.
No, we'll keep that one off. We'll keep that one hidden.
Sorry, Golden Productions. You got a little too crazy.
I don't even frankly understand what you're referencing.
The twisted animatronics and Roxy.
I'm so that's the way that's how you know that's not how my brain operates. Yeah, I'm just a twisted.
Oh, I had to go
baby.
back in the chat and be like, what was said immediately before this?
What in heaven's name? You're not in trouble, for what it's worth. I don't think you said anything offensive. I just, because it held it, I don't think I can allow myself to hit show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
It was not about Matt Pat Impreg. All right, so what might be twisted?
Yeah.
On a lady that you might not want stated in your chat.
Take a whack at it, you know.
If you can figure it out.
If you can figure it out, don't send it in chat because it will be.
If you can't figure it out, go ask your mom.
Yeah. And then do not talk to me if you get in trouble because I didn't say go ask your mom. That was not me. If Andrew is in the games, I hope Andrew Pizza is canon. We might as well get quirky.
I love that.
Yes. Make Andrew Pizza real. But I mean, like, Monty does have anger issues.
Monty ate the Andrew pizza?
That's what Monty's mystery mix really is.
Oh my goodness, it's Andrew!
It's the Andrew pizza. Oh no! My heart. I feel like there's a lot of strange connections to sister location.
Yeah, we did mention that.
Trailer.
We mentioned how similar a lot of things were, and how if Edwin was doing business with either Henry or William, because of those connections, it was probably William.
Golden, get out of here! You know, make me. This is how I end up canceled. This is like what.
It's gonna be my fault.
Yeah, and I won't even be surprised that it went down this way. Like, of course, but
of course it would be me.
Cancel. Oh my gosh. Oh my train of thought is completely lost. Oh yeah, the
We were supposed to be answering the questions you got.
Well, I got through the ones that I really feel like reading, quite frankly. I'm so sorry, everybody.
That's so real.
I'm in charge.
You hear that, everybody else? If you sent a question and it wasn't read here, you know what that means?
I didn't feel like it.
I mean, I was gonna be way more mean.
Yeah, well, I cut you off because stop canceling me. William.
It means the nervous hates you.
Yeah, no. I think you're boring. You've been dismissed.
I think they're having a watch party.
Who is?
Look in the guac bowl.
Oh. Train? Burbdock.
What?
Burbdock said train. I just had to point it out because I saw
I
the
like
emoji.
trains. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Look in Theory. Look what Frog sent earlier. I want you to grab that image and put that on stream.
What's going on? Where is Theory? I hate this. There's too many.
There are too many.
Is it one that has new message? I see Theory discussion.
I'm pinging you in it again.
I'm so sorry. I'm the worst.
Say hi to stream chat. Say hi, chat.
Oh, there it is. I finally found it. It happened.
I'm nervous.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. I'm very excited to be here.
Would you do me a huge favor?
Might depend on what it is.
Well, I'm out of water.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
chat
get you
has
some more
tried to
water.
remind me to hydrate a few times.
Get you some
They're
water.
really
Thank
trying.
you.
They care a
Okay.
lot about your water intake. Okay.
Isn't he great, guys?
How do we put this on stream safely? I don't think there's any compromising information. Okay.
New Fuji Tech dropped.
Here you go, princess.
Thank you so much.
That's hilarious. I
Came in here
forgot
for
that
phone charger and you're like, Bobby, do things.
Ooh. I know, I'm just so bossy. That's okay. I told Nervous's chat that she hates them a minute ago.
Yeah. So that's my new lore. I'm a total.
Guys, look, it's literally me.
It's literally. Hold on.
Yeah.
Careful now. Language.
Language. I was talking about beavers.
I love you.
I'm pulling the wrong thing up.
Got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make sure you shut the door back. Because I don't know how that fan is going to affect my audio.
Okay.
I love you too.
Proof. Proof is on screen.
For a battery.
Mamakato is Scott Cawthon, confirmed
Anything else?
on HRT.
I love you too.
I'm skipping the ads because I don't want you guys to miss this. I need you to soak it in.
Yeah, you got to see this. I'm showing that message. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I am showing it.
I'm making it look like this is your Fuji Tech now. Okay. Well, that was fun.
Love that. That's so funny.
Oh, you did a great job. Honestly, no notes. FNAF General.
We even had a Dad Kato appearance in the stream.
Ooh, there is a map. Where did you find this in Secret of the Mimic? Hold on. Fazbear Entertainment.
Oh, what have you got?
I'm going to send it to you. Guys, if anybody else wants to see it, you'll just have to go to FNAF General. The Discord link is in the description of the video. Okay. They're asking...
I am literally Scott Cawthon.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would know the answer to the question.
Goodness.
But what...
I'm sorry, I can't tell what this image is.
I know, you have to brighten it. I had to. But they're asking what we think of the mask.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this into a software.
Sorry. It's from the Secret of the Mimic trailer. I can see it a little better on my screen. But it do be giving hints of Mimic. Or not Mimic,
Okay,
jeez. It does
hold
be
on.
giving hints of Innard. Hints. But I don't think it really means
Okay.
anything because we already know that
No, that's that freaky clown from the drawings in the pizzeria simulator office.
Oh. But we already know that the Edwin style is close to the Funtime style, so I think finding something reminiscent of that is just kind of par for the course.
Yeah. Also, I want you to know that I brightened this up and it looks like there's a freaking map overlay on it now.
Weird.
Almost. Like, I know it's just artifacting.
Yeah, but it's just a weird...
But it's crazy. I'm gonna send you this brightened version. It looks wild.
Okay. This is the first time I've done... Oh, I see.
You see what I mean? Like, that's so weird.
It do be looking like a diagram of like a room setup, like a blue what is it called? Floor plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Show that to stream.
No. I'm done doing that. I'm tired of it. The effort is too much.
You hear that, chat? What did I say earlier?
I hate you guys. You guys can brighten it yourself.
Flip that.
Be the change you want to see in the world. You know what I mean? Be the brightened clown mask you want to see in the world.
Oh, Rocky Road is so good. Don't do that to me.
Don't make us want ice cream. We're gonna get hit by a car.
I might risk my 4-year-old running in here after me just to send my husband to get ice cream.
Oh
I
my
might.
gosh. You've been influenced. Okay, fine. I'll read another question. This is from Evan
Okay.
Wants Jam. Do you think... Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Jeez. You people need to ask straightforward questions, okay? Because what if I mess up reading it and then I sound like an idiot and everybody hates
Charlie
me?
Frog, can y'all DM my husband and let him know I want ice cream really bad?
Yeah, be really persuasive. I do like the idea that the mimic could be haunted by David's spirit. I agree. And that's why the code seems to get a boost after the accident. That is what's confusing to me. Like, the mimic's code gets a boost after the accident? Like,
I'm sorry. If anyone says the code to me, I just think about the Nemo song that won Eurovision last year.
okay.
If you know what I'm talking about in chat, you're the cool ones.
Yeah. I was like, my blind spot for Eurovision is incredibly obvious in this moment. Okay, so Evan wants to know, do you think this opens up the possibility for ghost codes, in quotes, to be retroactively put back in the older games? I don't know how...
I think that what is happening with the mimic is something that we've already seen.
Ooh.
I don't think it's a new thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a boost to the code. I think it's just literally regular haunted.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just think at first it goes along with the desires of the spirit inside of it because that's what its code tells it to do. It's supposed to copy David, and then after it experiences a trauma, it perpetuates the cycle. It's a lot of FNAF is about the perpetuation of cycles.
And what I would say is, like, I do think that like you were talking about how Elizabeth and the Charlie bot kind of both occupy a space in what they are. I think that that's similar to what's going on with David and the Mimic, especially considering the, like, symbolism of, like, the green eye and the blue eye, kind of showing that two things are at work. But I think by ghost codes, Evan, you can clarify, since you're in chat right now, they're referring to the, like, wall tiles from the older games, things like that, where it's like like those things. I mean, you can confirm, because I don't know, because you didn't expound upon specifically what you meant. You just put it in quotes. And I was like, what? Which is why I didn't get asked earlier, because I did not quite understand what I was saying, and I don't I want to speak as confidently as possible. We're already working on, like, a rolling disadvantage here. And could Edwin become the new quote-unquote bad dad trauma the FNAF storyline fixates on as a figurative ghost in the machine? I do think that, assuming Edwin also beat up his robot ghost kid, assuming that also happens in the games, I do think that affects the way the Mimic interacts with adults specifically. But but I think it could, like, to me, I can see a world where David doesn't want to beat up people or commit violent acts. He's just scared. And
can I do a soundboard?
Go for it.
Matt Fat can suck an egg.
Tyrion, you did it. Guys.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, we have to look.
I was gonna say, do we do a live read?
Yes, absolutely we do.
It doesn't sound like it could possibly be that long. Okay, FNAF General.
I think regular general.
Regular General.
There it is.
I found it. Oh, it's a song? I thought maybe you just wrote a synopsis. Okay.
Nah, it's the whole
You-
Jackie's box.
no, yeah,
That's
you-
what I told them their assignment was.
Yeah, you did exactly what was asked of you. Okay.
See, we have the lyrics now. Theory Chum has to come and turn it into reality.
Okay, so Theory Chum, your job is to sing it. Or I don't know, find some people to do it for you.
My name is Meowdwin. I made the Meowmic. It was difficult.
Okay, I was like, what are you reading? But you went down.
And now I can't do anything but meow this stupid song.
Incredible.
It's time to bounce the night.
I can't.
We gotta change where is my ball to where is my yarn.
Where is my yarn?
I'm running out on the road.
Oh no, the cat still gets hit by a car?
There is a car.
No!
It's me.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't read the whole thing. Except for all of the swear words throughout the song.
There's a lot of that. I also just don't know if it has the same impact without the backing track. Don't worry, he has 8 lives left. Jesus.
Exactly. Theory Chum is leaving before we can assign more work.
No.
Theory Chum is gone.
They call me the yarn thief. Meow.
Why can't I pin things? Give me administrator permissions.
Man, the only reason anybody can or can't do anything in my Discord is because I don't touch it. There,
I'm gonna be so real. I didn't make mine.
That's just like, you know, you've got a great head on those shoulders, getting somebody else to do it for you. And what's
Frog is the one who did it.
I'm just saying, like, it's not like other people haven't volunteered to help. I'm just like, I want the expectations to be set. And I like where they're set. If you wanted more from a Discord, my memberships shouldn't be $1. You know? I purposefully made them $1.
Theory Chum boosted my server.
Yeah.
Like 4 minutes ago.
I just like, look, here's the deal. Like, the memberships are $1, so you're supporting the channel because you want to support the channel, not because I'm doing stuff behind the scenes for you. Like,
my memberships cost more than $1, and I can promise you right now, if you get that really expensive one, you're getting nothing extra. Don't buy that.
Don't buy it. Just definitely become a member if you want to support, but do not do that.
Don't do the $50 one. There's no reason to do that.
Exactly, Gay Cat. The backing track of Jackie's box is what makes the listening so visceral. Aw, thank you, Evan.
We love a simple Discord. It's nice to connect with people.
Sometimes, and we do things. There is a democracy tab if you want to campaign for me to do something. It's not like it's impossible, but it's got to be. You've got to campaign. You've got to put the work in, because I won't. I've got a job. I have a job. I have a job I have to do. I keep wanting to say a real one, but this isn't not a real job. But I could stop this at any time. All right.
You know what? This is my job, YouTube. Actually, you know what? Scratch what I said earlier. Buy the $50 membership.
Yeah, actually. Honestly, when you said $50, I thought when you said it was some astronomical price, I thought it was ridiculous. But $50 is not so bad.
Dude, I set it to $50 and I was like, that's insane. No one will ever buy that.
Well, like,
I hope no one will ever buy that.
For a membership where there is no perk beyond just being the guy who did that.
Yeah, when I hit enough members, I'm gonna start doing members-only live streams.
Ooh.
But, like, I don't want to do it right now while I've only got, like, 5 members, because...
I I get
That's
that.
just not a lot of people.
You know what's so
So we
funny
can just chat in Discord.
is I recorded gameplay for a members only video and then I forgot I did it. So
That's so real.
you guys are gonna get that video, but it's like a month late.
Actually, I'm gonna release a members only video right now.
Whoa.
Just because it's unlisted and I know it's unlisted, I'm gonna change it.
Did someone say drywall?
Don't eat the drywall.
Why are we back
Preferably.
on this? You did a great job, Tarian. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It's very kind of you. And the $5
Yeah,
one
that's
earlier.
amazing, Tyrion.
You did a really great job. I was gonna say talk about it on. I was gonna, whatever. What is it? Do a live reading, but I changed my mind.
This is not a good video. I want you guys to know. Do not join my memberships just to see this.
Do you like Dead by Daylight? That's a complicated question. Balls Frog, but thank you for the $2. Do you like Dead by Daylight, Mamakato?
I do enjoy Dead by Daylight. Frog really wants me to plug our game nights that we do in the Discord is what's happening right now.
Oh, okay.
Because our next one, which is on Sunday, I hope I'm right.
Which is, when it is.
I hope I'm correct that it's Sunday at 6 Eastern. We're all gonna play Dead by Daylight.
Nice. I think Dead by Daylight is a really cool game. And I really appreciate how much the drag scene has picked up on Dead by Daylight. I don't know how much anybody in chat is aware of this, but there are not a small amount of drag queens who stream on Twitch who are playing Dead by Daylight. And they will get in full beat drag to play this game on stream. And I just think that is lovely. And that excites me. And they did what is it called? They have a Pride event every year that they do where they play Dead by Daylight together and they drop flags, customizations and things like that. And I love that.
I can also say that one of the people in my main friend group identifies as a femboy, and that group, the entire group, is just so all over Dead by Daylight.
It appeals to the queer community in a way that it warms my heart. But I think they've made some morally, outside of gameplay and things like that, they've made some decisions that I'm not completely on board with, and so that's why I hesitate. I'm also not good at it by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
All.
I also suck at Dead by Daylight, but that's kind of why it's fun. Don't hit me with a real Dead by Daylight game. Hit me with a slug race any day. Backpack me. And I know you probably don't know what those mean.
I want to see a slug race.
So slugging is when you down somebody. So when they're all the way down on their belly.
Don't talk about slugging and people being down on their belly on my stream. Jeez.
And so a slug race is when you open the exit gate and you put all of the survivors in a line.
And they
have to crawl out.
Yeah.
And depending on who's running it, the last person gets moried.
Gets what?
That's the really, really cool kill animation.
Oh, okay.
That you can only do to the last person or if you bring a special item.
Oh, I'm here for that. I agree with Colby. Horror has always appealed to the queer community. Horror is queer culture. I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
The one time that I played Dead by Daylight and was made very apparent very quickly that it's not a game that I understand the mechanics of, but I was hooked. I got hooked, and I was told not to try to get off of the hook because had a low chance of surviving.
Yeah, it's like 4%.
But I also knew that I was really far away and not likely to be saved. And I was like, look, I either die on this hook or I die trying to get off this hook. And I got off the hook. And because the killer was the one who was like, just don't try, trying to teach me how to play the game, just don't try because he's very like, because of that. And I was like, okay, I won't. They didn't know that I got off the hook. So I was like running around undetected for a while with the assumption being like that, I was out of the game. I was done. And then they saw me again and were like, what are you doing? How are you? Did you unhook yourself? And I was like, yeah. I just did it anyway.
I love it. Anytime somebody unhooks themselves, like they'll start unhooking themselves, and I'll be like, no, please stop, don't do that. And if they succeed the unhook, it's like, it's the best thing ever. It's a celebration.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I freaking did it, guys. Huntress main with backpack build with Devore Hope. Am I saying that right?
That is how I would pronounce what's written there, but it's supposed to say devour.
I had a feeling, but I also was like, I don't know anything. But thank you for the $2. Golden production.
Do we have any more fun questions? There was one I saw. Oh yeah, Fazbear Entertainment asked, do you think that Burntrap is William or the Mimic?
If I have to be okay, if I'm being completely honest and I'm not sitting here overthinking it or anything, I think that Steel Wool thought it was William, and so that's what it was.
Yeah. And I think in the interview that Scott did with Dawko after the fact, the way he described it isn't that what happened in security breach is no longer canon, it's that he's working it into the canon. Yeah. So my personal thoughts is that maybe it was William, like maybe William's attached to like the meat and the suit and stuff. Yeah. But then when the blob grabs him, it just kind of like slurps all that stuff off of him and then spits out the endo.
Yeah. And the visual discrepancies are what they are because of issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is what it is. Have a good night, Tarian. Thank you so much for the $5. Hope the rewrite sucked as much as you thought it would. It was everything I could hope for and more.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Also, sorry that I'm pulling on my ear. These headphones make my ears hurt really, really bad, and so I'm trying to alleviate the pain.
So I'm having, like, the same kind of issue with mine, and what it is that I don't actually put the headphone all the way over my ear because I don't like feeling like I can't hear my surroundings, and then it makes them pinch my ear between them and my glasses leg.
Oh, do you think it's it's because of my glasses?
Mm-hmm. I've only ever heard people with glasses complain of this issue. So if you pick the legs of your glasses up above the headphones, does it feel better?
No, it doesn't really even feel like the back of my glasses is touching the part of my ear that hurts.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's not impossible what you're saying. It's not impossible what you're saying. But at this point,
I learned that I have to like pick the legs of my glasses up above my ears, like above the headphones.
Interesting.
And then get used to the change in angle of the lens.
Gonna be okay if I just vibe like that? This is why I usually do earbuds, but my earbuds are Bluetooth, and OBS does not appreciate a Bluetooth headphone. At least on my computer.
Yeah, I agree with that, Fazbear Entertainment. Like, I would say that it was supposed to be some sort of, like, apparition of William at first, but now with the new, like what got kind of messed up with the miscommunication, it's, bro just gets cobbed.
Yeah, the fact that it was supposed to be kind of something you see out of your corner of your eye, but not really there, would have been a really cool thing to see.
I love when the idea of, hey, your character is actually hallucinating is done well in a game.
Agree. Ooh, Tarian says, I'm pretty sure I solved Burntrap. The explanation will be in my eventual video that will probably happen or not. Incredible. Thank you again for the $5. And I, again, hope you have a good night.
That's how I felt about my first video. I was like, maybe I'll finish this, maybe I won't. And then I finally eventually got it out and I posted it and it actually did like way better than I expected. I was like, what in the world?
Heck yeah. What? A nervous law librarian owning 14 books and
14?
Yeah.
Guys, is that the funny FNAF theory number 14?
Guys, is the theory that I have 14 books a part of 14 theory?
I think it is.
Also, I own
that sounds about right to
way
me.
more than 14 books. Do you think it was just Afton's dead body on the ground? Ooh, an illusion disc.
Hi, Golden. Yep, that is definitely the word that gets flagged. And I also find it funny.
I just don't know why it doesn't show me that. I feel like as the person...
I feel like it should.
I feel like if it's gonna show anybody... It's showing it to me on my phone.
Yeah, you see that?
That's hilarious. Okay, yeah. It doesn't like that word. It doesn't like that word. Why did everyone get obsessed with 14 theory? Because it's fun. Have fun. Ugh.
Probably for a similar reason to everyone getting obsessed with Jackie's box.
Fair enough. I know. I liked 14 theory as a video, as a like old school FNAF vibes, the way that we used to do things, because we had such little information and like, you know, I loved that. FNAF fans and fun, not possible.
Oh, those things haunt my dreams, Burb. Burb asked actually in your Discord.
Yes, I'm glad you got
do we
there.
think the tally marks in Security Breach are going to be explained in Secret of the Mimic?
The tally marks in
like
Security Breach.
I hate those things.
I came up with an unsatisfying...
Anyone?
What?
Come here.
Oh.
Want to come say hi, chat?
Bye, gal with a plan. Don't steal my face.
Why do you look like that?
Why does who look like what?
Me.
Why do you look like that?
They have this on.
Yeah. Alrighty. You're so cool.
Yeah.
Alright, do you want me to get that out and hand it back to you? Or do you want to keep it weirdly in the collar of your shirt? Okay. Good luck with that, buddy. See you in a little bit. Have fun.
Golden Productions, I would call Jackie's box an earworm. Whether it's good or bad is irrelevant. It just gets stuck.
Rare living child W.
Shut up.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, that was the mom part of my name coming through for a moment.
Yes. You gotta do it.
Yeah, he's actually the one who named the channel.
Mm-hmm. I did know of this lore.
Chat, do you want the channel name lore?
If you say no, I'm banning you. So don't even go there. Canonically a mother. But also Scott Cawthon, so...
Yeah. Yesn't.
You really are a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Channel lore.
Let's go.
Okay, so... someone got him... I don't know who actually bought these for him, because he got a lot of stuffed animals from a lot of sources. But he had this little, like, palm-sized plush avocado, and then a big plush avocado that, when he got it, was the same size as him when he was 2.
Aww.
And he decided very quickly that it was a baby cado and a mama cado.
I think that's so cute.
So I was like, oh my goodness, Mama Cado, I'm literally naming my channel that.
I think that's adorable. And really brilliant for, like, a little kiddo to come up with, frankly.
Honestly, he's so smart. It baffles me.
Aw. We love a smart kid.
Honestly. It's part of the reason I'm so freaking angry with Edwin, because honestly, David is just as intelligent and sensitive as my son, Alex. And you could have just explained. You could have just talked to David. David would have got it.
He seemed really understanding at the end of the day. He just has impulse control issues, which is normal for a 4-year-old. Let's be so for real.
Yeah. So,
childhood
fun
development.
fact. So I've just remembered something.
No.
At the same time he came up with that, he had already seen a number of like Five Nights at Freddy's videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how this occurred, but he called any Five Nights at Freddy's character a Markiplier.
Oh,
Yeah, Mommy, it's a Markiplier.
That's adorable. Markiplier theory.
I don't know. I don't understand how he got there. It was so cute.
I love that. Maybe because, like, technically Markiplier is kind of like the voice of the game for some people. And so it just kind of feels...
Maybe.
But I love that. A Markiplier. That is too cute.
Start calling all animatronics Markipliers. And you know what? Only the people in this stream are going to understand why. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's make this a reality.
That is a nervous system joke if I've ever heard one.
Wow. It can go right up there with me hating shrimp.
And chat.
And chat?
Yeah, you hate chat.
Right. Things I hate. The people who
Shrimp
support
and
me
chat.
and shrimp because
You know what? New theory. Only shrimps watch Nervous.
Yeah. Okay, so when I don't like when I'm tired of you guys' crap, you're all shrimp to me. Wife stealing shrimp, you freaks.
That might be it, Frog. That may be what happened. It is possible that he asked me, "Hey, what are you watching?"
Oh, you see the animatronics.
We're watching Markiplier.
I'm watching
Yeah.
Markiplier. Okay, so those must be Markiplier.
Yeah.
Not the
My
shrimp.
kid's called FNAF a Markiplier movie. Dude, he was watching the FNAF movie when it first came out. We were watching it for I think like the third time.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, like we're in the opening scene. We see the guard like unscrewing the vent grate, and he goes, "Mommy, that guy's gonna get hurt."
Oh no!
Yeah, you're right. That guy's gonna get hurt.
You
Good job,
called
buddy.
it. Oh, you put a question in general. We had
Are there
general.
more questions in general? Are there? Ooh.
Question for stream.
Bluffing. Sorry. If the mimic is acting like David, either due to possession or the imprinted memory of David, i.e. Book Charlie, would it be possible that the mimic is only trying to play with us in Secret of the Mimic and accidentally killing everyone? Or at the very least intentionally doing it in ways it's... So, yes. And that's kind of what we see in the second half of the Mimic story, is that all of the chores and stuff that David was taught to do, that's what the Mimic is doing with the body. So one of them is hung up on a hanger in the closet. One of them is put away in the refrigerator like food. So it's really possible that that it's trying to emulate David, or it's David controlling it, whichever way, but then it's also just infected almost with Edwin's actions.
Yeah, so is
and
he
that
just
agony.
doing things too aggressively? Yeah. I honestly really...
Although I do have to wonder what ripping Harry's brain out of his head was supposed to be.
Peeling an orange, you know?
Well, the way it's described in the book is that it scoops out Henry's brain like a bear scooping honey out of a honey jar. Or a beehive.
Good.
I can't remember whether it's honey jar or beehive.
God.
Yeah.
Woo! That's aggressive.
So, maybe they watched Winnie the Pooh.
There's a... I really do. I just like the... What is the word? like the duality of the mimic's character in a world where it's not just possession or not just AI, because it's like,
Yeah,
oh, there
because
is this like human
it
element.
is two different consciousnesses almost in a way,
Yeah.
because you've got the AI, the code itself, and then separately you have David.
And that's what I like about it, because there have been so many connections to the Silver Eyes trilogy in Steel Wool's games. I'm not saying that they're
Oh yeah,
canonizing them, or not
you
canonizing. I'm not saying they're
might hear more about that in the video I'm working on now.
ooh.
Ooh.
I it's not that I think that they're putting them in the same what is it freaking called?
Continuity?
Thank you. Yes. You telepathically got the answer to me. But it's not like I think they're in the same continuity, but I do think Steel Wool likes the Silver Eyes and
Oh, for sure.
knows that that was Scott's first story. Does that make sense? Like, that was his first attempt to go, I really want to tell a story that I cannot tell in the games. This is that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Steel Wool going, okay, we now have a lot more resources and we have a lot more lore and we have, time, in between games.
Scooping ice cream, Darnak.
Oh, that's actually a good one. Scoop.
Because David would have watched the Lucy, I believe, is the woman who runs the ice cream place's name. Would have watched her scooping ice cream.
Well, there's your answer.
Yep. And I see you in the Discord, Burb. Is there a chance that the blob is the animatronics pile from the books that is possessed by the dead worker's agony? And honestly, it sounds like a cop-out answer, but this is my actual opinion. There's always a chance. Like, it's hard to say exactly what that is.
And another thing I talked about when I was covering, again, the names of all these stories run together for me, so just sorry, but the one where Lucas dresses as Springtrap, but it's actually the Springtrap suit, and he's like running through, and his friends, quote unquote friends, are like mean to him and leave him there to die, being Springtrapped, all that stuff. They talk about there being this like huge costume room with like a lot of FNAF memorabilia and things like that. And I've surmised too that, assuming, right, that tales were taking place in the same continuity, or at least that more of those stories take place in or have a similarity or something like that, that there would have been an attraction that had a lot of the stuff from the old pizzerias, but then, right, an accident happened or something like that, and it was really funky, and so they threw all that stuff down in the basement, and like that's where all of these heads from different eras of Five Nights at Freddy's come from.
Yeah,
since they're not exactly like the originals, like some of them have elements that are clearly different.
Absolutely. And Snake Master also pointed out in the Discord that the interaction between the AI and the spirits isn't new, because we already have evidence that the spirits in the games don't necessarily have full control over the vessel. And the example that Snake Master gives is that Baby acts like a murderous robot and not a small British child.
True. And she even talks
the
about
AI have to be damaged.
Yeah. And she even talks in that game about that she felt herself doing something she shouldn't do and things like that. So it seems like the animatronic itself has a consciousness that is not necessarily linked to the spirit. Like it's sentient enough, or through being possessed, now the animatronic also has a level of sentience to it. It's very odd. But they could also be using the mimic technology to explain why Baby, not just Elizabeth, has that sentience to her because of how advanced her AI is. I don't know.
Yes, what the 911. And also, jumping off from that point, Gen 6 said there's a theory that the It's Me in FNAF 1 and the night before and everything is because they can only say pre-recorded stuff that the animatronic can say.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're able to make "It's me"
Yep. I really like
out
that
of
too.
those. And then Snake Master jumped off saying, so David could be a new thing where the AI and the spirit don't conflict as much and maybe believe that they're one entity.
Ooh. Which would also go back to B7 in a sense.
Raven, I see you. And yes, I feel that in Sister Location we've removed that chip from Baby and the way she acts changes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that could absolutely be linked.
Yeah. And if we're removing anything, I think we are, it's weird because it feels like if we're removing anything, we're removing the AI because very clearly Elizabeth is what stays based on Innard and the code that we see where it's clear that Elizabeth gets kicked out after the fact and becomes Scrap Baby for FNAF 6.
Mm.
So which I think is interesting because it's like, we went there to save quote unquote her, but what we saved was Baby, not Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel that.
like,
sorry, I'm like lost in thought on that one. I'm like thinking of implications.
Well, but you know what I mean? Like, it's weird to me because she's like, save what is good and take and leave what's left, but what's left is Elizabeth.
Yeah, if we're taking a chip out, I can't imagine the chip is the child instead of the AI.
Do you know what I mean? But Michael talks as if he did what his dad told him to do.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, this
put her
whole
back together just like you asked me to.
You think you're putting together your sister, but he really still didn't care about her. He just cared about the AI and its capabilities, potentially Agony, I don't know. But I just find that so fascinating. And it just goes to show, because I do not like when people insinuate that William had this special connection to Elizabeth. I disagree, like, personally. I've always wondered if Baby becoming more like as Elizabeth is what is... Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me read this again. Seeker of Comfiness. I've always wondered if Baby becoming more like Elizabeth is meant to connect to Michael saying he put her back together. Like, if that's what caused the change. So, like, Michael is saying, like, I took the chip out, which separated Elizabeth from what was not her. So now Baby can truly be Elizabeth. Trying to see if I understand this correctly. But I like that too.
Yeah. In the Discord again, which
Okay.
you guys can talk in the chat, what the 911 says, I feel like the Baby AI would be in favor of William, yet when taken out, what's good, which is Elizabeth, is such a daddy's girl. Like, she's gonna want to please her father.
Yeah.
And she will have seen all the things that he's been doing this whole time. Like, even being dead, that doesn't mean that she can't file away new memories and learn new things. And if she thinks that, you know, this is the kind of things that make her father happy, because being stuck in Baby, she would have seen some of the worst of it, I'd think. And communicating with the other spirits, she'd know what he did to them. But if she still wants his approval and wants to please him, then she would be capable of absolutely some really, really messed up stuff.
Yeah. I think that's it's a fair point to say, like, oh, Afton's aim was to get rid of the conflict inside of Baby. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now there's no more conflict. She's fully allegiant to me, because clearly Circus Baby was not fully allegiant to William. She was a free agent kind of thing, doing her own stuff in there.
Yeah. I see Will Care being brought up in the chat. I think Will, like, sociopath is slightly more accurate than saying, oh, he didn't care. I think he cared in, like, I'm using care with heavy quotations on it because
we
it's
don't
not
have an
really
animation
caring.
for this, but hang on.
Like, cared in terms of, like, these belong to me and are my property, and how dare you break my toys.
Yeah, and also just like, ugh, this is like now a thing I have to deal with.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I like there are parts of me, okay, I have a video about that goes more into this where I see B7 as kind of a William parallel where, and you know, it depends on what you believe.
I mean, we kind of have it doing the backwards thing of what we see William do in the books. This character attaches more and more robotic parts to themselves, whereas William is having Elizabeth in Circus Baby take parts of him out of his body and put it into the animatronic.
Yeah. So it really depends more on what you think, because I do understand that just because the way William acts in the Silver Eyes is unhinged, does not necessarily mean that those were the same motivations that he had in the games. That's not how I view it. I view it as like we're clearly being seen these people's minds and how they work, even if that's not literally what they did. Like he is, like Scott is trying to show us the minds of these people and their and kind of who they are at their core. Even if in a different continuity they would make different decisions based on what was available to them. But William being spring-trapped, like, I think it's interesting that in the movie version, he does it on purpose. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute, how do you mean?
So, in the movie version, William knows he is going to die in that moment and goes, I better put on this head and die in this suit because that means that I get to be this guy.
Okay, so sorry. For some reason, my brain told me that you were saying he triggered the spring locks on purpose.
No. But he was like, he was very much like, I'm putting, this is me now. Like, kind of like, this
yeah,
is really
I'll come back.
This is what I always wanted to be. Yeah, he knows before what really is going to happen, kind of no matter how he dies. What the what? So there's a part of me that feels kind of like he, and again, you can feel one way or the other based on the way that he acts in the books, that he does see the animatronic form and this what is undying thing as a superior form to just a human.
Yeah.
And
I want to address, before it gets too far away in the chat, what Evan said about William greatly makes me wonder why he even married anyone to have children with. Maybe as an expectation, but nothing else. So, and again, Raven said there's nothing stating he was married. One, he absolutely is the kind of person to one night stand, but I don't think he would then like take on the kids from that without some sort of law thing forcing him to.
Yeah.
But also, he cares a lot about his image.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to appear successful, and he wants to appear perfect to others. And part of that, especially, you know, farther back, when we look at like older people, part of the expectation for that is you have a wife, you have kids, you have a job, you have your white picket fence, and everything. And that's what he was trying to achieve, because that's what would make people view him as successful.
Yes, and it's totally common for crazy people to get married at like, I also just think like if you, and not to get too far into the reels, so I'm just going to say it, but like there are certainly examples of real life serial killers who absolutely were on their day-to-day seeking out that perfect life.
Mm-hmm.
And it would not have stopped their behavior. They would have just found another way to hide it, or they did find a way to hide it despite all of that. So
yeah, I mean, you gotta think, like, every time something horrible happens in the news, there's always the people being interviewed going, I never would have thought, like, this person, like, really? I'm so shocked.
Yep. And then there's other cases where they go, I knew this was gonna happen.
I've genuinely I've never seen someone say that in like an interview.
I don't want to. I don't want to point to a specific because I'm afraid that we'll dive into talking about a real issue, but I will
Tell me after stream.
Yeah. But yeah. I know of a situation. It seems so silly to think that someone who has to know those animatronics require maintenance will rust over time would think of those as immortal forms. Well, I think
if you're in full control, you can repair.
Yeah, and I think that
Like
we
you
see
can
that
endlessly
too.
repair the bot.
Yeah. Well, and also, I think it's a fair point to say that William's obsession was short-sighted.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't think he liked the rotting. Willy Virgin theory.
I'm with it.
Maxi Max, I agree with you. The first game theory video is really dark. I skip it when I go back and rewatch.
Honestly,
all the
like
theories.
morally, it is. You're right. It's kind of gross.
When you really do go back and watch MatPat's older theories, no disrespect, people grow and evolve.
Yeah, you also have to think like the internet at that point was very different than the internet now. And we do have to recognize that that was the job, and that was, you want to make things that people are going to click on if that's your source of income.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing. I mean, he had what was it, the best boobs in gaming was literally a game theory episode. And I absolutely blew one of my friends' minds by showing them that video. They were like, MatPat did what?
Yep. That was exactly the video that I was thinking of too, where I was like, hey, guys, there's some early MatPat stuff that is a
out there. And dude, he would throw boobs in like every episode with the thought of like, okay, if I put a scantily clad lady in this video, people will watch it for longer, which is fair. They will.
Yeah. Oh, Burb. I kind of like that interpretation. I don't know if you see that, Mama Kato, but Burb Doc just said to me,
I see it.
Referencing the movie, he hid his face to not give the MCI that satisfaction. I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like that interpretation as well.
I'm trying to remember the scene of him later, with the Golden Freddy kid looking at him and then like backing out of the room.
Slumped over.
Does he still have the head on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just slumped.
I don't know why I couldn't remember whether or not.
Oh no, what the what? Yeah, it's... William Afton is an interesting character. I mean, and for good reason. He ought to be, right? So...
Yeah. For sure.
I really appreciate all the different interpretations of him, but when I was reading B7, because his name is Billy, I think, and because it was clearly a story being told in an earlier part of time, like it was way, way back, I was like, this is so weird that, like, they'd be telling a story like this. Like, why would this be in Tales of all things? And then I was like, if it's about William, I kind of liked the idea of him having this childhood trauma of being, obviously not literally, like I don't think this literally happened. Okay. but having this kind of trauma of like having an early association with an animatronic, with some kind of robotic thing, and obsessing from a very early age about them being lifelike, only to later meet someone, Henry, and potentially also Edwin, who is super capable of actually doing that, and he isn't.
Somebody's jealous.
Yeah. I mean, he's obsessive, over Henry in the books. Like, he worships him almost, is what is one of the books. And
we learned that he is jealous of the perfect family, and I could absolutely see it being because he wants that image, not because he actually wants the family.
Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. I want to be seen as doing it the best and with with no struggle at all. So
Yeah.
every time he has to fight for something, it like kills him. Yeah, will care is him caring about his image, actually.
Yeah. Will cares about what other people think of him a
Yeah.
little too much.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I like Mr. Burroughs being a William parallel in that sense, where that story of him discovering the mimic and being like, ooh, this'll show him. This'll show him how good of a businessman I am, how good it was of them to put me in this position. I'm going to show them. But it's completely short-sighted and actually ends up being the downfall.
So I didn't have any of the truffle pieces.
That's so fine. Thank you so much. You're the best.
So I had something with caramel in it instead.
Awesome. Yeah, I've got ice cream now.
Yay! Can we get some W's in
are
chat for
absolutely
ice
amazing.
cream?
Well, I think you're about to get some W's in chat potentially. Yep.
Won't care.
Right.
That's funny. Instead of will care.
Take the wins when I can get them.
Let's go.
Like, there you go. You get in your W's.
Happy ending.
Happy ending. W. Look at that.
Thank you for the W's.
Cat loves you.
Oh,
You've
that's
got
nice.
You've got a W from a lovely gay cat, which I think is important to note.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at all those
A
W's.
lovely gay cat gave you a W.
Cute.
Scooped a pint. Exciting. We love an ice cream.
We do. We love an ice
Frankly.
cream.
I would have absolutely got killed by Elizabeth. Or a circus baby, sorry.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, thank you. Free ice cream? Thank
For
you.
real. I'm here for it. I would have gotten absolutely murderated. Actually, probably not. I've always been really afraid of large machines for as long as I can remember.
If I was a little kid, I was very deathly scared of clowns as a child. So, fair enough.
Yeah, ooh, clowns are freaky.
Yeah, I'm
more
not.
than happy to sit in here and just collect W's for being a decent person.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Can we be so for real right now? We live in dark times.
Sometimes genuinely.
we live in dark times. Bucky.
Yes, do it, Bucky Ray.
Who else can we influence? Anybody with lactose intolerance out there? I challenge you.
I challenge you to purchase lactose-free Breyers ice cream, I think is how you say that brand name.
Yeah.
It actually slaps.
Frozen yogurt. What happened to frozen yogurt?
I mean, there's still frozen yogurt places. It's still delicious.
Where do you... Okay, well, I guess
Nothing
can't tell
happened
me.
to frozen yogurt. Yeah, I can't tell you.
This may dox me because I
What?
may be living in, like, the one yogurt-free town, but, like...
Hey, no, not during stream.
I'm gonna go ahead and get off here.
My husband just tried to get in a Discord call with somebody else right next to me.
You're like, dude. Well, we don't have to be... We've been doing it. We've been at this for about
No, they say insane stuff on those stream or calls. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, I just mean like
Something worse than you say.
we may be wrapping up in a, the nearest future.
Yeah, we'll be done really soon, love.
No, you're good. Do what you want to do.
More W's. Empathy. Let's go. Let's go. Can I get some empathy in chat?
I love Raby Baby saying just by that one sentence, I know where you live.
That's crazy.
Imagine.
If I do live in the one town without frozen yogurt, I don't really mind being doxxed because maybe this will open me up to some opportunities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get doxxed and then people tell you where your nearest frozen yogurt location
Exactly.
is.
I'm like, if you guys know where I am, tell me where the nearest froyo is because I'm begging you. I don't see it. I can't find it. There's plenty of other desserts, but not that. GeoGuessers in chat. Could you imagine if somebody said
that would be wild.
I don't have a very good straight face, you know what I mean? Like I don't have a very good poker face. If somebody said it in chat, I would probably turn bright red or something. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm
your
here for calling it Will Facade, by the way.
Will Facade. Will.
I'm with it because we can't call it Will Care because that insinuates too much.
Yeah,
Too much caring.
Oh, we're literally gonna go to jail about it. That was a fire engine, but
Oh my goodness, the cops, they're coming for us. I can hear our son trying to open the door.
balls frog. Send me anthrax all you
He's-
want, but at
he's
least
got-
tell me where to get the froyo.
Okay.
This guy.
Alex,
That's really cool.
Me and you need to go hang out there. Oh, careful.
Doc wall care. Get out of here.
Thank you. I love you so much. You're the actual best. He slammed that door really hard.
Oh, I didn't hear that at
Sorry.
all. So your noise canceling is like getting the work done.
Yeah.
Kids.
They're right there.
The pizzeria burnt down during stream because lack of froyo machines. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, where is the froyo? I mean, it's not around me, is all I can say. So if you are somewhere in America and you see froyo, you're nowhere near me.
Exactly.
you're so
There
cold.
you go.
You're nowhere near me. Let me look something up real quick. I almost said something that really genuinely could have been.
My
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, when I say that my husband says some like wild stuff in the VCs that he gets into, it's like demonetizable stuff.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like
there is a
I
Freddy's.
didn't flag it that time, Golden Productions.
Oh
I think
my
it
gosh.
may need to be singular.
That's nuts. No. It was definitely not singular before. But now you guys know. Mystery solved. Maybe it was the context.
There's
Maybe-
no way it understands context.
Well, fair enough.
Now chat knows what's been being censored in Golden Productions' messages.
Yeah, now you guys can get maybe you can put the pieces together, so to speak. But there is within my vicinity a Freddy's frozen custard location.
Oh no.
So I can go to Freddy's, which I think is hilarious.
That is fantastic, yes.
I looked up to see how localized it is, but there are 36 states that have Freddy's locations. So I think I'm okay.
I love how suddenly a whole bunch of messages get held for review.
Oh, what did you guys do?
I sang it twice, got flagged.
Oh, guys.
Moment.
Get out of here. If it gets flagged, you didn't pass the vibe check, frankly.
I like some people are getting away with it and some people aren't.
I know. I wonder what that I wish I could know. I wish I could get inside the mind of the auto.
Golden Production.
Stop it.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
I see it. I pulled it up. It's showing it to me on the app on my phone.
Oh my god.
But for some reason on Mozilla
The
Firefox,
algorithm knows.
based on location? What the heck do you mean?
There's no way.
Based on location?
There's no shot.
I don't even understand what the metric is based on location. There's some like more conservative locations will.
Yeah, that's right. If you live in a red state, you can't say nipple.
You can't do it. Okay,
I
but
don't think that's accurate. I happen to know at least one of the flags does not live in a red state.
so there you go. More lore. Algorithm copyright claimed you today? Why? All right. We should wrap. We should
wrap.
like a gift.
We're getting so far off topic at this point. We're
not
losing
talking about
it.
anything anymore. We're talking about frozen yogurt and among other things. But to wrap, I'm gonna start the poll again while we wrap. How's that? Did we convince you? Because I know we spent a large majority of the stream doing everything we possibly could to convince you.
Yes, we tried really hard.
We
Could
did.
you tell?
I think that this is what they call. Shoot, now I forgot the word. The joke is ruined.
Irrefutable evidence, of course.
Yes, this is what we call being right. But
Yeah, we're just literally correct.
I almost called it "Do you believe mimic theory?" Guys, do you think the mimic is real?
Y'all think the mimic exists?
Guys, do you think there's a mimic? I almost put a third option, but I'm not doing it. Get out of here.
Were you gonna make the third option nipples?
Not quite.
You should have.
It would have been hilarious,
It
frankly.
absolutely would have won.
But I literally, I was like, don't put a third option. Don't make a joke, because they will.
And then everyone will pick that. We won't
Yeah.
get a real metric.
Yeah. We'll learn a lot about ourselves, though. So, but to wrap.
I see the Discord message.
Oh,
I'm checking. Are you talking about the image that Frog tagged me about?
I can't read it. Oh, there it is. Jesus. Calm down. This isn't the Mamakato server. This is my server. But frankly,
Yeah, I see. It's
Haunted,
Hellrist, bro.
I just think Haunted Mimic is the only right answer for FNAF to not fall off for me.
That's so real.
Because, like, if the Mimic is just a robot when nobody else in this franchise has been just a robot, like tell me why we're more concerned with Glamrock Freddy being Michael than we are this, which is infinitely more plausible.
I hope we can give David some chalky chip ice cream and a stuffy and a blanket.
That's his happiest day.
Literally his happiest day.
That's how Cassie frees everybody and like makes everything all better. Is she recognizes that guy just needs a blankie and some ice cream and a tiger plushie, and he is gonna be okay, I think.
Yep, that's real.
Honestly,
That's so Cassie coded too.
yeah, I was about to say that like totally is something she would do. But I also, okay, so if you haven't, after all of this, been convinced to at least watch the theory, get it together. Just go watch it. Oh my god.
Yeah, go watch it.
It's not long. It's a
It needs more
reasonably
views.
linked YouTube
It's not
video.
like it's my most viewed video on my channel or anything. It needs more, you guys.
It
You know
could
what?
get
Shares
more.
are looking a little low.
Guys, it could
I'm gonna
get
be
more.
honest with you.
I don't really understand what would stop you. If you're here, you care. If you're still here after this long, I think you can handle roughly 30 minutes of genuine theorizing and stellar editing.
Oh, thanks.
I
It's
love it.
gremlin editing, but I'll take stellar.
I love it. And for an extra bonus tip, if you're feeling it, pop open a second tab while you're watching the video and find yourself some FNAF World OST extended cuts.
The ADHD got me, you guys. There's
And
no music in it.
Throw it in the background. No, you were big brained and you gave people the chance to pick
Yes,
their
the chance.
own.
You can pick your own music. This is a choose your own adventure.
Do you understand? Freedom. That's what lives on the Mamakato channel. Freedom of choice.
Exactly.
And we love that. Who doesn't love options? I can't imagine an indecisive FNAF fan. I can't imagine you
either.
being paralyzed with indecision over what song to play in the background. Because that just doesn't really feel like a FNAF coded thing to do. I feel like
Exactly.
you all know what you want 100% of the time, and you're completely unwavering in your opinions. Your brains are all fully developed, I'm sure. Play Darude
Yes.
Sandstorm? Yes!
That's exactly what it needed.
Yes.
That's what it needed.
Watch the whole theory with Darude
Darude
Sandstorm in the background. I'm begging you. If you do nothing else in this life. Okay, fair enough, Burp Doc. I'll check it after stream. Okay. If you haven't been convinced, go comment on the video anyway and leave a counterpoint, because any interaction is good interaction. Well, don't be crazy.
I want to know if you don't agree with it. I want to know your reasoning why.
Exactly.
And that is really genuine. It's not so I can argue with you. It's not so I can, come out with another version that addresses those. I'm just genuinely curious.
Yeah, Mamakata is not me. Whereas if you disagree with me, you will get a sassy response talking about why you're wrong.
She'll get you.
Counterpoint, David possessed Edwin's fedora.
You know what? Go comment that right now.
Please. Everything you're
Do
saying
it.
here, just go comment it. Jesus. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Solid Silver. We're actually wrapping up right now.
Solid, I'm sorry. Oops. But yeah, go watch that. And then I will also shamelessly self-promote next Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be uploading a video that does expound upon, not even purposely, it was always going to be this, but expound upon some of Mamakato's thoughts, haunted mimic,
expound.
and also talk about how I think the Secret of the Mimic story, or how I hope, in a way, the Secret of the Mimic story carries through the timeline in a way that's not utterly disruptive and kind of silly. Because if we can all be so frank, it's a little bit silly that they're like, actually, we finally have a chance to go back and explore the beginnings of the franchise, and we're just gonna shoehorn in a whole third guy and his animatronic and his son.
And it makes sense, definitely.
And and they should. and I think that was the right thing to do. I don't think there's another way you could have done it, frankly. Now, could we explore potentially Vanny and her connection in all of this?
No, why would you do that?
Why would you do that? She's a woman. What are we doing? You're ridiculous.
That would just be silly.
Yeah, I'm not even convinced that the nurse animatronic is going to play a large part.
And then Henry and William kissed. The end.
Honestly, kind of would be crazy. Oh my god. Edwin in in the games, it's actually Edwin and William have a secret life together. And they
my goodness.
And they adopted a child.
Oh my goodness. Wait. David was Dave all along?
David was Dave all along.
Oh my goodness.
And William is a single father because Edwin ran away. Oh god.
Ran away from William's abuse.
Yes. More lady villains in FNAF, please.
Yes, absolutely. We need more Vanny.
We need anything. Can the girlies get anything? Because we have Toy Chica.
I mean, we have Cassie. Cassie slaps. I love Cassie.
Cassie. You're right. We love Cassie.
We love Cassie. We love Charlie.
We love Silver Eyes Charlie. We love Charlie and her role in the games, but she's again dead. And I would love some living women.
We don't know that we love what they did to Circus Baby.
Yeah. I don't know if I love that.
She needed a little more her and a little less whatever you say, Dad.
Like I'm what is it? I'm an advocate for women's rights and women's wrongs.
Stop bad dads, begin bad moms.
More messy. Please. The only bad mom in the franchise that I'm aware of, who's truly like a bad mom, is from Fazbear Frights, right? It's the Ballora Dance With Me. that character has a bad mom.
Does she?
It's very brief.
Oh, the main character. Sorry, I thought you meant the little girl.
No, the little girl. Well, I mean, the little girl's mom did take her to circus babies. I don't know why you.
That is a questionable
don't
choice.
take one look at that billboard and go, I don't. Do you? Would you? What if we could just go? I mean, the pier is right here.
Yeah, we stand women's wrongs in FNAF.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know, women's wrongs that are in service of men's wrongs? Ugh. Get your own wrongs. Do your own wrongs. She does end up doing her own wrong at the very end there, but anyway.
Yeah, I think what we can all take away from this is that Scott does not have mommy issues.
And I'm ending the poll at funny number.
Oh my goodness, funny number.
And look at that. We have convinced people. Now, do we objectively have less votes? But
69.
the sample size is halved based on the runtime of this stream, but we have objectively increased the number of yeses.
Indeed.
Borrowed
Absolutely.
Wrongs.
We literally win.
Hey, I said we should rap, Balls Frog. Did I say we should go right now, or did I say we should rap?
Yeah, we're rapping.
We're rapping.
This is as GT Live would put it, the witty wrap up.
Thank you. Thank you. To be beautiful, her mom is a therapist and still doesn't add that math. Still doesn't add that math.
Is your mom a therapist? I'm gonna be so for real with you. I skipped that detail, I guess.
Honestly, like, is that really that important? There are bad therapists. I don't know if you know
what?
this.
You know what the Frawny thing in security breach means?
What?
The poster
Frawny?
in Bonnie's green room. Freddie and Bonnie.
Oh. I was
That's a hint so that we understand that William and Henry kissed.
They did, canonically. I don't really want to hear it anymore. You know what I mean? Two best friends in a pizzeria. They might kiss.
They might kiss.
You know?
What if they kissed in the secret animatronic laboratory?
What?
Just kidding. Unless?
What if we kissed in the scooping room?
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
I can't say the response that showed up in my brain for that.
Oh,
I'm not allowed.
thanks.
This is a family-friendly stream.
What do you do? Well, it's been very lovely having you here, Mama Kato.
Thank you.
I hope that all
I
of you
don't get you demonetized.
Yeah, thank you. I have had some streams get demonetized before just because I played music I didn't know was copyrighted, so. All right. Everybody, you've all been a wonderful audience. Honestly, genuinely, I don't think this could have gone better. Maybe if we got an 100% there on the yes at the end. But 69?
That would have been better.
If you're not going to get an 100, you might as well get a 69. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, hundreds! It's happening! Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
yes.
Wishes do come true. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I officially
I just want to say bye to chat.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Bye, Maxi Max. Bye, Jen Harold. Bye, Chop Chop. Bye, Taro. Bye, Burb. Bye, Solid Silver. Bye, Frog. Bye, Seeker. Bye, Colby. That was a really questionable message. Bye, Elijah.
I'm unmodding
Bye,
you.
Evan. Bye, Jay. Bye, Klex. Bye, What the 911. Yeah.
Yay.
Bye, Bucky Ray.
Thank you for popping in at the end there, Solid Silver. you can always rewind. This
Bye,
is
Harley
Twitch.
Marley.
Oh, Harley Marley! Good to see you. All right. Subscribe to me if you haven't for some weird reason. Subscribe to Mama Kato.
Bye, lovely gay cat. No, Miss Fish Crackers. Bye.
Rad. I love that. Subscribe, watch videos, like, comment, be an interactive member of the community. We live.
The link is pinned.
The link is pinned. Come on. I've made it as easy as it could possibly be. So you may as well click on it.
It's also in the description.
It literally is. I've pretty much done nothing but promote you. This stream and everything else is born from the fact that this is like one of my favorite FNAF theories that's ever happened, and I'm so happy that it happened. So
I'm like glowing over here. I know I'm a faceless YouTuber, so you cannot see it, but I am glowing.
here, I'll put you with the cupcakes little light. Now you're glowing. But I mean
Yeah.
it. All right, let's go. I say trans rights. I don't
Bye,
know.
Raven.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.